Alright, let's get started. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5, the Stream Edition. Last time we, had some very major technical difficulties on the part of our Phantom Thievery because Okumura's change of hearts didn't exactly go as planned. He sort of died, and that's never happened to us before. Obviously, as players, we know why it happened, but for the team, the next few days are gonna suck, and that's what we're gonna be doing this time. Hey Dudbun, how's it going? So, we have some story bits to do, there's some free time coming up for a few days, not too many. And then, as I said before, midterms are less than 1 week away, so in the aftermath of this awful event, we all have to pick up the pieces in about 5 days and then take our tests, so that's gonna be something. Alright Dudbun, see you in a minute. So, let us... did I check the TV? I feel like I did. Maybe I didn't. Hey Conker, how's it going? I might have checked it off screen because I was checking to make sure all the events that I could do were in fact available. Unfortunately, we were supposed to be hanging out with Mishima one of the free days that we're going to get, well, one of the free nights that we're going to get here, and he's being a flake and not really being available. So we're going to have to figure that whole mess out and slot him into the schedule somewhere. He's usually a pain in the butt to schedule, and it's just, it's no good, but we'll figure it out. First, before we do, we have to have a meeting with our resident prison warden and talk to him about the unexpected turn of events that has transpired from our most recent change of heart.
On your feet, inmate. Our master has an important matter to discuss with you. Heed his words well.
Finish the palace, but nobody's available? Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're finishing up Mementos' request. Gotcha. That makes sense.
First, I'd like to congratulate you for expelling the one proud of their greed.
Yeah, about that.
Or so I'd like to say, but something odd seems to have happened.
Yeah, it didn't exactly go the same way it always did. What exactly happened there?
Who knows?
I know, and all of you watching know, but apparently they have no idea. Not even Igor knows. Great.
However, don't you sense it? The malicious will of another.
Well, I mean, now that you say that.
It seems a contingency has occurred.
So you think that the person who's been following us around in palaces with the black mask and doing whatever they want may have had something to do with this then, right?
At this rate, your rehabilitation cannot be completed, though I doubt that will be the case.
Well, do you have faith in me or not, Igor? Like, what the hell?
I truly look forward to seeing how you overcome this predicament.
And you're not gonna help me in any way, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Welcome back, Redfun. And for discussing briefly discussing our blunder in our most recent change of heart with Igor, we get rank 9 of the Fool Confidant.
Alright.
Getting closer! Getting closer to maxing that out.
Time's up, inmate. Hurry up and return to your world.
Well, that was quick. Seems like the bell there was louder that time than it usually is. Maybe I just don't notice it normally, but... Oh, well, our rating's going down. No surprise there. It will slowly dwindle down over the next few days as everybody else does the same thing we're doing, which is picking up the pieces after, well, that happened. Oh, good God. Well, it wasn't exactly a heart attack. Mm-hmm. No, you really don't. It's one thing to see somebody have a heart attack and die. It's another thing to see them have a heart attack and ooze shadowy life force out of their
Listen
mouths
this time, okay?
before plopping down on the table dead. Like, that's a whole different story. And as usual, Kawakami gets the blunt end of things because everybody's gossiping in her class instead of paying attention. How wonderful. Yeah, we gotta work on that. Mm-hmm. Wonder how Haru's doing. Wonder if she came to school today. I mean, probably not. It is the day after. There's probably a lot to do. Well, that's just great. Probably, if I had to guess, they're probably following up on the Kobayakawa thing to see if there's any threads of connection there. Well, that's not true, Makoto, because Okumura had a mental shutdown, Kobayakawa had a mental shutdown, Sai doesn't know who caused either of them, so now she's looking for commonalities. Or that could be, never mind. Yeah, let's stay separate until, you know, after all of this is over. Texting in class. Meanwhile, at Haru's
We
home...
haven't found anything useful as evidence.
I see.
We're hoping to find something more than the calling card, too.
Wonder if Haru wore, like, gloves or something when she presented the calling card into his home, because literally they could... I mean, can they fingerprint a piece of paper? I gotta imagine they can. Like, dust it for prints, and then her fingerprints are all over it, and it's like, oh, shit. Yeah, and she wasn't even telling us, yeah, we shouldn't be texting in class. She was telling us that.
We've confirmed the victim's connection
real
to the
serious.
Phantom Thieves, at least. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, I guess that's his connection, but there weren't any other calling cards that would connect anybody else who's had a mental shutdown to the Phantom Thieves, so if it's anything, it's an illusory correlation, Sai.
Huh? They found a calling card in the principal's office, too.
Wait, what the fuck? We didn't... I don't think we presented a calling card to him. No, because we were too busy. We were in Hawaii. How could that have happened?
Yes.
Someone's planting evidence! God
I'm
damn
sorry
it.
to ask again, but your father hadn't said anything about the Phantom Thieves, correct?
It's the meddling of that Special Investigations Unit director, I'll bet.
That's right.
Please contact me if something catches your attention. It doesn't matter how trivial it seems. You don't have to force yourself, though. Just anything that comes to mind.
Well, she's got a lot on her plate right now, Sai, so... I mean, I know you have to act, but...
The principal? No one told me about that.
That's because we didn't do it. So... Is it just me, or are these days starting to tick by slower? We're getting closer to the truth, Sai, but this is where things get hairy.
So basically, your group didn't go after Okumura's life.
Nope.
And even the death of Shujin's principal, who we found a calling card for, was the work of another.
Yep. That's the long and short of it.
You don't sound like you're lying.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
If you wanted to deceive me, you could have easily woven up a much simpler lie than this metaverse.
I mean, yeah, that's how it would work in like a crime drama or something, but this isn't a crime drama. This is real life, Sai.
Moreover, your account coincides with my own investigation. Is that even possible if it were made up?
I mean, we could have been following your investigation to a T, but that's not what happened anyway.
And I hate to admit, but with my line of work, I know a false testimony when I hear one.
Gosh, I sure hope so.
Still, if you set your sights on Okumura based on my intel, it'd be before his name was even ranked.
No, not really. His name was getting up there on the boards basically at the exact same time.
You could have ignored him and targeted some other thing.
Yeah, exactly, Dudbun. Ms. Spoilers needs to tell us our next target, but we'll get there in a minute. That's what I'm saying, Sai. We could have targeted someone who was, you know, closer to this whole mental shutdown incident.
Why would you go so far as to further investigate and pursue this criminal?
Well, see, I think here's the problem with this testimony is that if I was to say this one, which seems like the most appropriate option, like we take care of our own and all that stuff, it implies that there were other people, and I could like directly connect other people, Sai could directly connect other people to my crimes, and I feel like, I mean, are they interrogating all of us at this point, or is it just Saizo that they're interrogating? We haven't seen any of our teammates in here just yet, so I feel like it would be better to make it seem like we were just, you know, separated, like we were a disparate group of people, like just disparate individuals, you know what I mean? So we're gonna say this one, even though it makes no sense, because for all intents and purposes, based on my reactions to this problem, Saizo wanted to ignore Okumura, at least for the time being. So she does know about Makoto
Simple
now.
enough.
Yeah, that is true.
There's still no proof that another
She doesn't know
suspect
about
exists.
Makoto tampering with her computer yet, and she doesn't. I don't think she necessarily knows that Makoto was involved as a Phantom Thief. She just knows that she was involved with Kanashiro's incident. Like, she doesn't know that Makoto was involved in the change of heart or anything, because how could she? You know, she doesn't know anything about the metaverse. So,
That
other
said,
than what
it's
I'm
safe
telling
enough to
her.
say that you aren't the murdering type.
Do I look like the murdering type? The only things I've ever murdered are shadows. With malicious intent. And so for getting closer to the truth with Sai, we get to rank 5 of the Judgment Confidant. But as we've seen, we can't actually take advantage of any of this until after the interrogation. Once we catch up in terms of the days in the game to this point, like once we get to the present day again, we'll be able to take advantage of it, but not just yet.
All right.
But with the subsequent
Oh, the
deaths of
drugs.
Okumura and Shujin's principal, the public's opinion changed.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Pressed to prove your innocence, your next objective was...
Sai, I'm fading.
What's the matter?
I might be dying from the drugs they gave me.
Is it a side effect?
No, it's just flaring back up
What in
again.
the world did the police inject into you?
I mean, I figured it was some kind of general anesthetic, but... Oh boy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Barely. Sai, hello? You're really far away. Sai?
You need to stay focused.
I'm trying. Well, she brought me back.
Don't scare me like that.
Then tell them not to inject me with shit next time.
If what you're saying is true, you must tell your side of the story to the end.
Okay.
We'll both be in trouble if your testimony becomes unreliable.
You're not my defense attorney, though, so why would both of us be in trouble? I mean, I'll keep telling you regardless,
Let's
but...
move on. At last we arrive at your most recent crime.
Yes, and who was our target this time?
You know what I mean, don't you? This calling card was delivered to your latest target. The one you had decided would prove your innocence. It was addressed to Sae Nijima. Myself.
Bum, bum, bum! This is the only one where I'm like, okay, you know, like, them spoiling it for us, I'm actually okay with it this time, because, I mean, how many people actually saw that coming?
Now, explain everything to me.
Well, it's okay, Deadbun, I knew what you meant. No, she's not the Sun Confidant, she's the Judgment Confidant. No. Oh shit, my phone! No, I haven't been able to contact her all day, and I'm honestly, yes. I mean, again, I'd like to say it this way. I've been very adamant about how much I dislike the way that they introduced Haru and everything like that, but the way that her logic in the past month or so worth of game has led to such an incredible tragedy that I can't help at this point but feel terrible for her. I'm not completely heartless, and I still stand by my reasoning that I feel like she could have gone through with it better, but it doesn't change the fact that she's in pain right now, and that sucks, so... That's the question, Dudbun. That is the question. I guess we're gonna have to find out. It's like we're all trying at the same time. Well, she's got a lot on her mind right now, guys, so we gotta give her some space. We'll have to go see her, though, at some point to make sure she's okay. It's almost like my duty as team leader to do that, so. But for now, we just gotta wait. You know, the school would have made a little bit more sense, I think, in terms of where they would go to check out the places that he's visited if, say, the Culture Festival happened earlier in the game and they invited Okumura as a guest or something like that. Like, I feel like that would have made a little more sense, but... And then, of course, that would mean we could have gone after the real culprits this month, or someone close to the real culprit this month, and then gone after Okumura next month, and blah blah, but... the game's already done, so there's nothing we can do about that now. They're following up on all their leads, Morgana. They're going to try to piece something together and throw someone under the bus about it, if I had to guess based on how many times I've seen Law and Order. Yeah, like I said, I feel bad about it because... Well, I mean, I would think she'd have doubts about herself, again, because of the way that she chose to go about this, Morgana, and that would incidentally lead to doubts about us. But we'll have to go see her and make sure she's okay after this. But we'll go to sleep for today. But yeah, I genuinely do feel bad about it, because it's an awful, terrible situation, and no amount of crappy character writing can make me not... feel for her at this point, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what my opinion is on Haru, I gotta feel for her at this point because it's just a terrible, awful situation. Like, it's her father, man. And I know maybe he was cold, maybe he was callous, maybe he wasn't the best father, and her family was totally dysfunctional, and he was using her at the end of his life to further his political career. But still her father, you know? Like, I'm not willing to out and out say that he's just this terrible piece of shit that doesn't deserve any mercy or pity, because at this point, I feel like he and his family do. Like, we should grieve for Haru's family, because it's a tragic loss that was not at all intended to happen. So, oh, well, she contacted us today, okay. No, it's fine. What's up? Okay. Are you okay about... I mean, yeah, I gotta check and make sure you're okay. Yeah, that's not a real yes, Haru. I mean, it's just a platitude at this point, but, you know. Yes, that's pretty much it, Dudbun. Scumbag, but not deserving of death. So. And what's that? Okay, so... Oh, okay, so you want to meet later? Alright. See, this is another, I guess, kind of almost the hindsight of the whole thing is what's getting me about this, because, to be honest with you, Haru does sort of manage this whole thing pretty well for the next few days. I guess I'm kind of spoiling it a little, but she does seem to bounce back somewhat okay from this whole thing within a few days of it happening. Now, again, that could just be because of distance between her and her father, but it could also be due to the fact that she's just a strong person. And if she was such a strong person, why didn't she express it before? Why is it suddenly coming out now because of this tragedy? Like, there's inconsistencies here that I can't forgive that come up after I think about it for more than 2 seconds, and I'm just like, I don't know. But I think I've harped on this enough, so I'm going to try to not harp on it as much. It's going to come back again, like when we have to chat with her later about this whole thing, but we'll go from there. Well, no. Yeah, that's me too, right there, that chatter. That's me too. Okay, let's see what Haru's got to say. Well, first of all...
Preparations are finally in place.
For what exactly?
The public has praised them as allies of justice before they strike them back to the ground. Now then, she'll be next.
Well, that might explain why we had to target Sai, because I think she, when he's referring to she, there's only one she that I can think of in this situation, and it's not Haru.
Yes, I've already spoken to Human Resources about it.
And he wouldn't speak to Human Resources if it wasn't somebody outside of his company.
It will be a heavy responsibility, but I'm certain it'd be an honor for her. The culprits behind the mental shutdown cases she's been pursuing all this time. Indeed, they'll become the criminals we've set them up to be, just as you instructed.
Yeah, not Lala-chan, no! He better not touch Lala-chan, I'll kick his ass. I will walk up to this building that I don't know where it is. I will come to this building and kick him right in the balls. If he comes within 5 feet of Lala-chan, like, no, you don't do that to my Lala-chan. Anyway.
It's so damn loud.
They must be having politicians go around giving their speeches.
Where's Haru?
She's the one that called us, so she'll show up eventually.
I would think so.
Well, even though things have calmed down, she must be occupied with what happened to her father.
Everyone would be, naturally, in this situation.
Wait, what?
What?
What's up? People are posting that we killed President Okumura.
Well, that's not really a shock, considering they thought we killed the principal too, but
So it's begun already.
they're turning on us.
What?
Think about it. The CEO collapsed the way he did during an apology conference that our group caused.
Still! They were raving about us so much, and now they just treat us like murderers?
This is what happens when you chase the fame. You get fame for 15 minutes, and then you spend the rest of your life wishing you'd never done it.
What a lightning-fast change of attitude.
They don't know a damn thing about our situation.
And that's exactly why they're turning on us, Ryuji.
Calm down. Not everyone is necessarily saying that.
But it's a bandwagon, Makoto. Pretty soon, everybody will be on it, and if they're not, they're gonna... That's the thing about the bandwagon. You either get on or you get run over.
But there's no way to vindicate ourselves.
Not without explaining everything, and no one would believe us, so... Yeah, we screwed ourselves pretty bad here.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Well, no, that's fine.
I'm the one who asked you all to make time for me, too.
Well, things have gone from bad to holy shit, we're fucked, so...
My condolences. Must be rough.
I feel like Makoto would know she already has lost her father.
I'm okay now.
No, you're not, Haru. Please don't try to be okay for us. It's alright, it's fine.
I called everyone together because there was something worrying me. Did you all target the principal?
Nope.
Huh? The principal? You mean ours?
Yes. What makes you say that? Yesterday, a public prosecutor came to my home.
So probably your sister there, Makoto.
It was a woman named Mijima-san.
That's...
I overheard her saying a calling card was found in the principal's office.
Well, that's just great.
Considering that this was right after what happened, it's got to be Shujin's.
It's the first I've heard of it.
We
Doesn't
didn't
this
do
all
it.
seem weird to you?
I'm telling you, we're being used.
It may just be my imagination, but I feel as if things are escalating far too quickly after President Okumura's incident.
Well, yeah, it's like somebody's tipped them off, basically.
What do you mean?
Perhaps we may have been set up by the real culprit.
That's what I'm thinking.
For real?
That could be.
We're in the soup now, kids!
Then we need to catch them as soon as possible.
Well, maybe if we focus on this before going after Okumura, none of this would have happened.
Hold a moment. Can we assume we've been set up, though? We don't even know their objective.
Their objective is to kill people in the metaverse, Yusuke. It doesn't get more cut and dry than that.
What else are we supposed to do then?
Find people who could want to do that, I guess?
All calm down for a moment. From what Haru said, even the police are suspecting that the Phantom Thieves are murderers. It wouldn't be wise to carelessly make a move at the moment. We need to act as normal students for now.
Well, yeah, probably now more than ever, because if we mess around right now when everything is escalating like this, then we're gonna get caught. Like, there's no question, so.
In addition, we have midterms next week.
Yes, exactly, Conquer. A lot of this could have been seen from like a mile away, but, you know.
Exams? At a time like this?
Like I said, I feel bad for all of us, but particularly for Haru, because Haru's a year older than us. She's in the same age bracket as Makoto. She has entrance exams coming up in like a few months, and this just happened. Like, holy shit, man. How even are you gonna last?
I envy you, Futaba.
Well, don't envy her because she's been through trauma too.
Futaba?
Got something on my mind. Gonna go home and look into it.
Oh, okay. Later, Futaba.
I wonder what that could be.
She's digging some dirt up.
At any rate, we need to behave and not draw attention to ourselves. Understood?
Yeah, it's basically an inverse situation from what happened with Medjed there. So we're the Medjed of this situation, and now they got to find another hero to take us down. So for the public to be quote unquote entertained by it, and that's not going to end well for anybody. Well, that's because nobody else knows anything about the metaverse, so.
For real?
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, Morgana. We're getting set up. We're being used. And who could this be? Oh, Mishima. Okay. Well, yeah, they wouldn't do that, so. See, this is another inconsistency that, if I think about it for more than 2 seconds, I can't figure it out. Mishima goes from knowing that we're the Phantom Thieves to talking to us in the third person as if we are just acquaintances with the Phantom Thieves. And that just bugs me. It's like, pick one, guys. Don't have two writers doing Mishima's writing. He's a minor character overall, all things said and done, but that doesn't mean that you can skimp out on the details there. Well, the way that you've been cheering them on, Mishima, I'm kind of worried even more now. Well, I mean, I guess that's true. He has kind of been through all of this with us, so he probably... You know, I'm going to wait until the next Confidant before I figure that whole thing out, so... I have a save down there because I had to double check and make sure everybody's able to be hung out with in the free time we're going to have before midterms now. And as I said before, Mishima isn't going to be available at all. So we had to pick somebody else to hang out with, and you'll see who that is pretty soon. That's basically it, Morgana. We just got to sit tight. Hey, Dreamwalker, how's it going? Yeah, that's pretty true, yeah. Especially from Kingdom Hearts 2 on, they've really kind of framed Sora in that light, yeah. You are correct about that. Okay, so we get 3 days of free time, then midterms, and then after that it's basically prep for Culture Fest, and we'll see after that, so. Well, no, you gotta remain inconspicuous because the police are still investigating your home, so. You keep saying that, but I kinda doubt it. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Their CEO just died, so they're gonna receive a whole heaping shitstorm that's gonna fall on their heads, so. Yeah, I think everybody kind of gets it, Haru. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, don't push yourself. This is a trying time, and you need to do things at your own pace. I mean, I guess Morgana, but she should be worried about her own situation for now. Hey, Carbon, how's it going? But for us, we gotta go back to school and pretend like nothing ever happened, so... Okay, Deadbun, take it easy. If you don't head back, I will see you on the next stream, hopefully on Thursday. Take it easy.
Impossible.
Got a headache? Oh, that's no good. People seem to have taken a strong turn of opinion for us there, Morgana. Might have to do something to change their minds. Texting in class. Let's see what they got. Well, no, because if we had any idea, Yusuke, either A, we would have already taken them down, or B, you know, we would have been them, so... Probably. Mm-hmm. Right. That's what I'm thinking, although I don't know anybody who could have, excuse me, really taken that kind of a guess. So we gotta prove our innocence, that's all. We gotta do something that'll get the public riled up with us again. I don't know, I'm just here to make the speeches and make everybody feel good. That's for you guys to figure out. Yep. We'll have to find some leads then. Because we chased the fame, Ryuji, that's why. Yeah, that's what Makoto's always saying there, Dreamwalker, but none of us ever listened to her, unfortunately. Right, exactly. Okay. And who's texting me today? Oh, Mishima again. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so another Mementos request. Gotcha. Ex-mercenary? Well, that's not good. Oh, no, not homeless guy! Say it ain't so! I know that guy. Oh, God. Yeah, it sounds dangerous. Well, those are rumors, Michi. I mean, you said he hasn't left any trace of his identity, so how would we know who he is? Are we just putting the name of the homeless dude in there, or what? Sometimes, Morgana, and sometimes he acts like a shithead who's controlling us for things. Okay, sounds good. And yes, we do have to meet up with Haru before we can go in, so... But we get a new request in Mementos. The killer who cleans up trash. Literally. Because he's homeless. Anyway. So Yusuke wants to hang out today. Good, because that's what we're going to go do. And Makoto will study with us for exams. That I'm not going to worry about because it doesn't actually increase her rank there. And when we... Excuse me. We're going to max her out on the 16th anyway, so we'll be... during that Confidant Link rank, we are actually studying with her, so it'll all work out, basically. Excuse me. Okay, so let's check this out. I'm still not going to go and put Jetayu in lockdown again, because it's... not something that's really all that necessary. Oh, Conquer, I don't know if you caught that explanation yesterday. Lockdown doesn't work the way that I explained it to be. Apparently, as soon as you put them into lockdown, it sets in stone whatever ability that you're going to get. It's not the day before that you can save scum it. So in order to save scum it, you have to save before you put them in lockdown completely, and then you know, wait out the days and then go from there. So it's more of an end game thing that you can do to nullify weaknesses and stuff. But we're still going to try for it the next time we have a large majority of free time, like next time a palace is discovered. So, yeah, that was how it was. I misspoke on the stream before last, unfortunately. So I got to make sure I set the record straight.
It's rained so much.
But we'll still do it. The next time we have an abundance of free time like that, Shinya will be rank 6. So it'll only take 5 days for me to find out whether or not Jetayu can get the ability that I want, and we can keep putting him in and out until we're done with the free time. So we'll go from there.
Hello?
So now, when we're hanging out with confidants, if they're in our party, things might be a little bit discombobulated with the way that they behave, because this rank with Yusuke isn't necessarily something, excuse me, that happens, like, at this point in the game, you know, so they're not going to react the same way. But anyway... yeah, we gotta have a chat about the art director dude who wanted to basically Madarame 2.0 Yusuke there. Okay, yeah, I got some free time. Let's have a chat.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool with me. Let's head to LeBlanc then.
Sorry.
Nope, fine by me, Yusuke, no problem. And what's that? Fire away, Yusuke. Oh, jeez.
Hey!
I don't think this is a school question.
To tell the truth,
Oh yeah, I remember it. Mm-hmm. No, well that's not good. An ideal subject, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, not again, Ryuji.
Wait!
Well, that's a good point. I mean, well, yeah, we do come back to beauty again. This was kind of where we started, I guess, anyway. Well, see, as much as Ryuji says, well, maybe Anne should strip for it, I feel like a watercolor or something like that painting of Anne, you could actually probably turn that into her, like, to the magazines that she does photo shoots with, and they might make that the cover page, dude. Like, that's a pretty big deal. Well, yeah, that's also true. Oh my god. I was gonna say, did that go way over your head or what? Well, I guess pure beauty is just in the, as we said before, in the eye of the beholder, so. Well, how sweet. Well, I mean, yeah, none of us have that kind of art knowledge, so.
I see.
No
I
way,
don't think
man.
so. Yeah, I think everybody can just see paintings a different way, that's all. Well, yeah, and that's just the problem. You're supposed to be painting for yourself and for your own good. You did it before.
How could this be?
Well, really, I think you're kind of seeing the bigger picture now, than more so than you were before. Like, your struggle with it means that you're able to kind of benefit from it more than before. But like before, you were just ignoring the problem. Now you're actually trying to figure it all out, so I think you're doing better than you were. Hey, Jerkers, how's it going? That's what I'm thinking, Yusuke.
Yep.
It's weird to explain, but... yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Gotta have passion in order for someone to acknowledge the things that you do. If you're not passionate about it, and people won't acknowledge you for it, that's all.
You think?
He even put the heart in the middle of it? Oh my god. Right, that was the primary reason, the base reason for all of the things he was doing. Oh, still at work? Oh boy, hope you get out soon. And if you're not getting out soon, hope you don't gotta work too hard for the rest of the day. Right. Yeah, that's all, because success is something that's measured in the respect and, well, I don't know if that's the right way to say. I was going to say in the respect and recognition that others give you. But you can feel personally successful too. Like, you don't have to just measure it in the success that you get from other people's opinions. So it's that duality we've been talking about, Yusuke, so. It's something like that. 30 more minutes? Okay, good.
So
Good,
that's
not
what
too
you
much
want.
longer then.
Whoa!
Well, yeah, that's what we've been trying to tell you, basically.
That's very kind.
Well, I'm glad that you have figured it out, so... I don't know how you figured it out, but I'm glad you did. And so for helping out Yusuke with his struggle with inner beauty and the true meaning of all of his work, we get rank 8 of the Emperor Confidant, and Yusuke gets the ability Endure to allow him to withstand fatal attacks.
All right.
Cool. Oh, jeez. Well, he's off in his own little world again, so I guess same old Yusuke. He's back to normal. I think so? Well, it's gonna be Curry if he makes us anything, so...
Come on.
Oh my god.
No.
Is it, though? I mean, I can't say that without both of them punching me in the face before they leave, so I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Alright, let's take them to the train station so they can go home. And tonight, we have a couple of things to do.
Yo,
Yeah, that's the word around town there, boss. Oh yeah, he's thirsty again tonight. Great. But today, we need to take care of our plant, for one thing. And then for another thing, we need to head out to Central Street so that we can grab something from the Velvet Room. That's what you think. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's take care of the plant real quick.
Oh.
Get you some fertilizer there. Okay. Good. Well, I mean, like we said before there, Morgana, there's only 3 slots in the best waifu slot thing, and they're already taken up by Lala-chan and the houseplant, so...
All right.
Just don't tell the houseplant she's number 2, or I might die in my sleep due to vine strangulation. Let's wash the fertilizer off, and then we're headed to Shibuya. We just went to Dome Town, though, Saizo. What are you... That message is random, so it's just based on nothing in particular. So let's head out to Shibuya so that we can purchase something from the Velvet Room. I was probably, and I probably should have just purchased it from the Velvet Room when I was going to hang out with Yusuke there, but it's okay. We can do it now. It's not that much of a walk. See if I can meander myself up the stairs with one finger here. There we go. Can't do this with one finger, though, not while I'm moving. Okay. So, off to the Velvet Room we go. Wonder if this is the same dialogue as before. No, it's easy with the cat, so it's different. Have you not seen the apologies from before, dude? I wonder if he was here to see Madarame's apology. Maybe he wasn't here before then. His bug bite itches? I don't think I've ever gotten that one. Wonder where you got a bug bite from. Oh god, there's bed bugs.
How goes the rehabilitation?
It's terrible.
You'd like to read the compendium?
Okay, we're done. So we don't need any of that stuff. So we need to purchase a persona for a confidant that we're going to be taking care of tonight. And that confidant is
Persona?
Papa Sojiro.
This is your power.
We gotta hang out with Boss tonight, so I'm gonna grab Bareth out of here.
Finished.
We don't need Bareth for a fusion or anything like that, but it's the closest thing that I would need for anything for now. We're not gonna be doing any fusing for some time because we've pretty much got all of the personas that we need for our confidants there. Like we got one for Iwai, Chihaya, Shinya, eventually the Empress one when it starts. That's not for a while yet though. This one's done already. We got one for Hifumi, we got one for Oya, we got one for Futaba, we got another one for Shinya. Not that that makes a difference. We got one for Yusuke, we got one for Makoto, but we don't need this one anymore, so I can probably fuse this one out into something else pretty soon. Yeah, I could, but we'll do it later. It's not that big of a deal. And we got one for Sojiro. So we're good for now. I think that's all of the confidants we have left, though, as well as just the ones that we've got stuck in there. So. Alright, let's head back to Young and Jaya, and we will go from there.
I know, I'm gonna shoot my foot up.
Alright. Well, it's been a little bit since we've hung out with Sojiro there, but that thing with Futaba's uncle is probably still lingering on his mind, so we'll have to see how he's reacting to it. He's had some time to think. Maybe he came up with a solution. Hopefully. Well, it is now that I've got maxed out kindness, so... But yeah, you get a message saying that you need angelic kindness in order to stick your nose in other people's business, basically, if you tried to help Sojiro before this. But we have it now, so we can handle it. Well, I kind of do, actually. Let's help him out.
All right, then.
Okay, sounds good. Clone Wars, yeah. Well, I think that's actually part of the I think they kind of explained it a little bit, like when they had a developer interview about the whole thing, and they explained it as sort of being like, well, you know, there's millions of people who all live in Tokyo, so the fact that there's so many recycled, reused NPCs that all look the same like that, it adds to the feeling that this place is inhabited, and there's just faceless people that you'll never necessarily see again, all inhabiting the place. So, I mean, I kind of almost agree with that. It does feel populated, even though you don't interact with people directly very often. You can populate your space with a few characters that are all, you know, deeply connected to the plot and all have their own character development, character arcs, and all of that stuff. And that's something I think Persona 4 does well. But you can also do it by having a few characters in there, like even less than before, but also a ton of just randos who you'll never run into again. It can still make the place feel populated. So, aesthetically, anyway, you have to make sure that the characters are okay and able to convey that the place feels lived in. And I think Persona 5 does that too. I just think Persona 4 does it a little bit better with the characters that it has rather than the aesthetic part. Did you figure out what you were looking up, or? Oh, that's what was on her mind. Oh my god. Well, isn't that the same as blackmailing him, Futaba?
Jeez.
Well, yeah, he kind of wears it on his sleeve, doesn't he? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense because it does pop into my head occasionally too that they're all just clones of each other. But yeah, no, I get you. Okay, you can't go telling her that, boss. Because then she's gonna get like this and it's just gonna spiral out of control. Oh, jeez. Now look what you did, boss. Not exactly the smooth operator you were in your youth, are you? That's not true and you know it. You didn't go wrong. And she knows you tried to care for her. You're just not conveying what you want to say the right way. Well, you didn't know how to handle it, boss, so that's why. You just gotta figure out your best way of handling the whole situation. Well, even if they are excuses, that the fact that you know that they're excuses means that you can overcome them and be a better person for it, so even if you're right, that doesn't matter. So, fix it. Talk to her more. You know, get over yourself. You guys always make me pick up the messes. Okay, fine. I'll go chat with her. Hey there, little sis. What's up? That was some tough stuff going on down there. Are you okay? I think that's a... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's a platitude, but okay. Well, I think that was on both sides of the argument too, but... Well, it sounds like you were just trying to do your best for him. Let's have a chat with him. Let's make sure that we smooth things over. That's all we can do at this point. Hey, boss. There we go. That's more like it. Putting the family unit back together. Always the critic, aren't you, Futaba? I said some serious shit here, come on! There you go. Oh, God. Aww. I don't think she will, boss. I don't think she will. Yeah, especially if you go that way. Forever and ever. Yeah, about that. I'm leaving in like 6 months, so we gotta work on that part, but you know. Oh, jeez. Alright, later, Futaba. Just gotta face him head on, boss. Sometimes there's no avoiding him. Well, in my case, it was kind of... Yeah, and look where that's gotten us. Well, you know I didn't listen to a word you said about that, right? If anything, I took it as a challenge to prove you wrong. In a way, I think you sort of did. Well, good. Oh, you know, that's just what I do, so... And so for being the glue that keeps this family unit together, we get rank 7 of the Hierophant Confidant there. And we can work on it to get it all the way up to rank 10 fairly shortly. There is one thing I'd like to mention though. When you do the Hierophant Confidant, if you get Sojiro to rank 8, you cannot rank up Futaba until you take care of his Mementos request. So if you've got stuff to do with Futaba, make sure that you do it before you rank Sojiro all the way up. That being said, he takes like no time at all to rank up anymore. You can do it in the span of like 3 in-game days, so it really isn't that bad. Yes, that's basically what he does there, Conquer, so... Sounds like the kind of person who'd follow in Yoshida's footsteps, because that's sort of the things that Yoshida wants to do with his political career, but, you know... And for some godforsaken reason, we get 3 kindness for this event, even though you have to be maxed out on it in order to do this event in the first place. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it makes sense from a perspective of not looking at it from the stats perspective, because this event, if any event in the game required kindness to get through it, this one did. But they gave you more, and that's kind of weird, but excuse me, whatever. Oh, our approval rating is dwindling. More and more with every passing day. Maybe Akechi's approval will go up again. And now they're talking about us like they were talking about Okumura. How's it feel, guys?
This sucks.
Yeah, essentially. And then he's got a 4th job working for EY, and a 5th job apprenticing for Chihaya, and a 6th job working at Crossroads, and a 7th job being Oya's informant, and blah, 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 blah. Granted, most of those jobs are volunteer because he doesn't get paid for them, but, you know. That's the question. And it wasn't us, so somebody really wanted Okumura dead. Like dead, not change of heart dead, just straight up dead. Texting in class. Well, but what did you guys expect? I mean... Oh, actually, that reminds me. I wonder what everybody's saying about Yoshida since he supported us. Holy shit. I hope this isn't going to have an effect on his voting procedures. Like, that's not good. Yeah, pretty much, Conquer. Oh, library assistant. Good, Carbon. That's good. That'll be cool. Let me know how that goes. Keep me in the loop about how you're doing with that. So you already had, like, the interview and everything, or...? Well, partially, people probably did it for the Fame. They were all chasing Fame too, but at least they didn't have as much to lose. Mm-hmm. Well, I sure hope so, because after all of that, we're chasing the Fame anyway, so... You have to go to the place first. Okay, well, yeah, let me know how it all goes. Keep me in the loop, because I'm interested in seeing you succeed. So... Right, so we'll just hold off for now, and maybe a lead will fall into our lap again. Oh, no? It is a little weird, but, I mean, I guess they're more traditional or old-fashioned then. Yeah, that's when we'll start this investigation back up. Apparently Futaba's holding out on us, but, yeah, we gotta get through the exams first. That's a good point, Futaba. He really can't ever focus on his exams. Well, yeah, I think it'd be a good fit for you, Carbon. Even if it's just like a transitionary job, I think it'll be good for you. So, like I said, let me know how it goes. Oh, God. This feeling. I know this feeling. Not this time. Ninja shit, motherfucker. What's up? You missed, Mr. Ushimaru. And for dodging chalk, you get +2 charm, but it's not necessary ever, because if you don't have charm maxed out at this point in the game, well, I can't really help you.
All right.
I mean, you could have just ignored Makoto until now, I suppose, but who wants to do that? Yes, they are, Morgana. Yes, they are. Yeah, he just casually leans to the side, leans back. Okay, so Shinya wants to hang out, and Yusuke wants to study. Okay, well, we're not gonna study. We don't need the studying. I mean, my friends probably need it more than I do. Is that a picture of a Akechi? We're back to this again now. We'll prove our innocence one step at a time. First, we gotta take care of our exams there. Best jobs for Takemi, yeah. The clinical trials, quote unquote. Okay, so we're gonna go hang out with Shinji. I said Shinji again. Where am I getting Shinji from? He's a little kid. It's not like he's the guy from Persona 3 that you hang out with. That guy's like 20 years old. That's a big difference. We're gonna go hang out with Shinya today. And then tonight we're gonna spend some time with EY, because again, Mishima's not available tonight, unfortunately. But we'll figure it out. And I double-checked on myself, and in terms of the books I need to read and everything like that, I need to read in class when Kawakami gives me free time one more time in order to be on track with everything. After that, we can read on the train for the rest, and we can start making stuff for mementos instead. But let's go hang out with Shinya. Evangelion on the mind. Not for a long time there, Conker. Not for a long time. It's been quite a while since I've seen anything to do with Evangelion. I don't even think I watched the whole series. I think I skipped a few of the episodes in between. Like, I watched the first 6 or 7 episodes, and then I kind of skimmed around until we got to the end, and I was like, this is not my cup of tea. Do we need to get anything else in town? I don't think there's another calling postcard if we were to go over there. I'm pretty sure they pulled their stock off the shelves, like, instantly as soon as we started putzing about in the public's mind, so. But we can hang out with Shinya today, and we can get another rank out of him, so that'll be good. Usually doesn't take too long once you hang out with him a couple of times to get his rank up there. Similarly to how they handled most of the endgame confidants in this game, unlike Persona 3, where there's a particular social link in Persona 3 Portable where you basically have to hang out with her every single day from the moment she becomes available until the end of the game in order to max her out. It's ridiculous. And there's one point where you have to hang out with her like 3 times in between a single rank before she'll rank up, and it's stupid. Like, just come on, guys. You think I have like mountains of time to hang with these people? You gave me a month. Don't fuck me over at the end of the game. It was the last social link that I didn't max out in Persona 3 Portable too. It sucks. I even maxed out Tanaka in Persona 3 Portable, and I didn't even hang out with him until like December because he wanted to take money from me and never give it back. You've heard a lot about the memes that came from it. Yeah, I think I've seen a few of the memes, mostly stuff that has to do with the title card and its music. So, okay, time to train with Shinya. So let's study with him. Actually, is he already at rank 5? I feel like he already is. Maybe this is rank 6. I don't remember. Oh, you're buying today? Great. I mean, if you insist there, little bro, I'll oblige. You have a lot of money on you today? Did your mom give you a raise or something? Oh, okay.
Come on, man, you gotta aim.
Well, I'm working on it, but I was surprised that you had some money, so... You shocked me, man. Oh, that's why he had so much money on him. I don't know, Shinya. They sound pretty pissed. He took some kid's lunch money. That's why he had so much money on him. Oh, that's not cool, Shinya. Come on, man. Yeah, but you're not the king of the school, dude. You're the king of Gunabout. Oh my god. That's also not cool, but he shouldn't have instigated it by taking lunch money. Like, come on, man. It's not cool. Man. So, sounds like the whole family has anger issues, basically.
You bastard!
You know that's not going to happen, Shinya. They aren't that good at Gunabout. I mean, that one kid is bigger than you. He could probably beat you up, so don't... Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't let you guys do that, but I'm just saying. Boy, that's going to be telling. Wonder what he thinks of that.
No way.
Just because the strongest write the history books, Shinya, doesn't mean they weren't bad people. Some of them could have been. Well, based on the fact that you know, took their money, you're not necessarily a bad person all the time, but you're behaving like one right now. That's fine, but now you gotta deal with the consequences, man. You can get stronger, but if you do it at the expense of others, it's not good. No, not exactly. Well, good, I'm glad. So what are you gonna do? That's not what winning's all about, Shinya. Winning makes you feel good. Well, I believe you. I don't think that you did it with any ill intent.
Yeah.
Hate you? Are you kidding? No. This is just a lesson that you got to learn, that's all. I don't hate you. Come on, little bro. Who you think I am? No, I don't hate you. Come on. Well, they're strong because they stand up for their convictions, but I don't know if you'll get that concept yet. I don't want to tell you when you're older, so... Well, that's what I'm here for. To be your older brother figure. And for doing just that, we get rank 6 of the Tower Confidant. And for getting this one, we get a new ability, Cheap Shot, which allows us to perform more down shots, which is actually kind of nice. It lets you down enemies with a lot more ease. Again, especially if you use the Evoker as an accessory, because if you do that, you're basically guaranteeing that you'll have a bazillion down shots to use throughout an entire palace as long as you let it recharge. But
All right.
yeah, I think that's a little overpowered, so I'm just gonna not do that. I'll just keep enemy weaknesses on hand instead. Okay, yeah, think about what you did. Return the money if you gotta. Well, actually, he probably doesn't have it. I could give him some, though. Yeah, basically, Conquer, yeah. I mean, I guess we don't know necessarily what Saizo's family unit looks like back home, but it's kind of, I think, implied that he's an only child. Like, you never get letters or anything from his parents, which is kind of shitty, but you don't get anything from brothers or sisters either, so.
Bye.
That would have actually made an interesting confidant, though. Like, if you had to, like, stay in contact with somebody with, like, FaceTime or, like, with a computer or something like that. Like, it would have made the laptop that you get in Akihabara a little bit better, because maybe it's like, well, you know, you get to, say, rank 5 with your brother or sister's confidant, but since it's a long-distance friendship that you have with a long-distance brother and sister bond that you have with them, they're like, well, hey, can you get this app? We've been using this for a while, and then you're like, I gotta get a laptop in order to continue with this rank. Would have been interesting, but yeah, not something that they decided to do. It's fine. I just think it would have been an interesting concept for one. Oh, hey, Catchy. What's up, dude? He seems deep in thought.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, Del, it's fine, man.
I'll see you
I'm
later.
not gonna push you out the door. I guess he pushed himself out the door. Ah! Well, anyway, Hifumi's available tonight. I don't think we can rank up with her yet. Oh no, we can actually. I'm looking at my notes. Like, we can rank up with her, but I'm gonna hang out with EY instead. Because EY asked for our help a while ago, and we haven't exactly given it to him just yet. I really, honestly, though, I'm thinking about it. I don't really need to check the television anymore, do I? Because we're already maxed out on our social stats, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Yeah, EY needs to spend time before his next rank. Hifumi is available for a rank up. And that's about it, because Mishima, again, is not available tonight. But Kawakami is, if you haven't maxed her out yet either. Usually, again, something I would prioritize, but, you know. So let's go spend some time working EY's shop to get him ready for his next rank. We're actually going to hang out with EY twice this weekend because, again, Mishima's not available, so he gets... EY gets a little bit of extra attention this weekend since I've sort of been neglecting him. Not really, though, I guess. I mean, where is he in terms of confidant rank? Let's see. Sojiro's the highest out of the nighttime ones. So Chihaya's at 5. EY's at 5. He'll be 6 by the end of this weekend, and then Chihaya will get a chance to hang out with again before the next major source of free time, so she'll be at rank 6. Oya's at rank 6. Hifumi's at 5, but she'll be at 6 when we hang out with her because we'll get a chance to hang out with her too. So everybody's almost even, and I did that on purpose because basically what's going to happen once we get into like later this month and into November is we're going to get like 7 bazillion mementos requests at about rank 7 or 8 for every single one of the confidants that we have at nighttime. And then that way, since I'm doing them all at relatively the same time, we can take care of all of them at relatively the same time and not really waste too many days in the process. So I tried to plan it out effectively. Hopefully it all works out, but I don't see why it shouldn't work out that way, as long as the schedules stay relatively static to what I'm thinking they will be. I was trying to think if I should go and fuse something at the Velvet Room, but we can wait. We don't need to just yet. Well, I guess that you know, the cops having their attention on the Phantom Thieves does make your job a little easier. let's work today. Right. Okay, yeah, let's hang out with EY today. Okay. And then I'll be back to clean up out around here. Because this place is dusty as hell, man. You're gonna catch a cold or something. Okay. So next time you hang out with EY, which will be tomorrow night, we can increase his confidant rank there. So that's good. We're getting closer, but not in terms of our approval rating. That's plummeting into the dirt. You've got like 2 or 3 to get and then do. Okay. Gotcha. Well, you should have some time during the day now to do Mementos stuff, I think. Just plan it wisely. Like I said, the 17th is the final day in the game to be able to do any confidant work. So, the 17th of December, that is the final day. So just make sure you plan accordingly, and I think you'll be okay. I'm not doing the math off the top of my head because I kind of can't. I'm not that good, but you know. Well, it's not a bother, Haru, but what's up? Well, yeah, that probably was the hardest part. It's got to be tough for you, though. I see. I don't really agree, but okay. That's part of the process, Haru. Your father just died. Am I doing okay? Yeah, I'm managing. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, well, come back when you're ready. Okay, sounds good. Alright, later, Haru. It's just an inherent part of her character, I think, Morgana. Yeah, gotcha, Conquer. Are you like, did you take the final palace owner's heart yet, or are you like in between that? Because I had that happen with Okumura as well, where nobody was available for a string of days, and I was like, okay, let's just go reload and take his heart, and then everybody was available again. So I don't know if that might have anything to do with it or not, but it's possible. So today is World Food Day, and if it wasn't for the fact that I already took care of the Big Bang Burger stuff, maybe we could have eaten there, but we already took care of that, so. Alright. You're starting to get worried? I figured you were already, like, super worried, just based on the way you were talking. And Futaba's available today, but, again, we gotta hold off for her for now, because, she, only has one more rank left before her request comes along for Mementos, so. We will wait on that matter for now, and we will go like this, and save it. And then, well, we gotta go get Ojiru so that I can wash the burger from last week out of my system. Oh, hey, Jontron's here. What's up, Jontron? Let me grab this real quick, actually, because my air conditioner just kicked on. Let's, like, plop that in front of it. Well, not in front of it, but in front of my feet. Yeah, that's weird, Conquer. I'm not really sure why that is. Huh. Yeah, somebody's behind all of this, and I don't like it. Oh, is that what you think? He's done like a 180 and then another 180 on the Phantom Thieves. He's like, oh, I supported them all along, of course, and now, well... Oh my god. Crazy guy. He's a crazy guy. Okay, so Makoto is available today, in addition to Futaba there. So we are going to go max out Makoto's Confidant today. Get it all said and done. After we get Ojiru, obviously, because like I said, I need to wash out the fast food from my system. And the best way to do that is by drinking fish eyes, man. It's fucking disgusting. Just never tell me if there are fish eyes in food. I think I'm better off that way. Because, you know, fish are friends, not food. I don't know why I was suddenly reminded of that, but, you know. Anyway, in addition to Makoto, like if you were done with Makoto's confidant by this point, you could also hang out with Yusuke, but he's not ready for his next rank just yet, so you'd just be hanging out in preparation for rank 9. I think, though, once you hang out with him and then you go for rank 9 there, he's automatically ready for rank 10. Like, you don't have to hang out with him in between there, kind of like with Anne there.
Hi.
Nasty Ojiru, that's not good. They put bitter melons in there in addition to the fish eyes, oh good lord. It's for my health! Good lord, man, that was disgusting. But yeah, that's going to be the last of the Ojiru that we drink because I don't need to flush out fast food from my system ever again in this game. After this, we'll be good. Maybe I'll drink it again, like, at the very end, because there will be a point in the game where we'll have nothing to do during the daytime because we're going to finish our daytime confidants before the nighttime ones. And if there's absolutely nothing else to do, maybe I'll go to the diner, and then we'll flesh out whatever I get there, like nostalgic steak or something. We'll flesh that out with Ojiru. I don't know, man. We should probably talk to this guy, though. He's having a rough time, homeless man. We're gonna have to do something. You have him ready for rank 10 already? Well, good. That's good. That's good. You should, like I said. That will help getting him already there, especially with... Oh, wait, where am I going? Hold on. We need to go see Makoto. We're not going to see Shinya today. He's not even available. But yeah, that'll be good. It'll help him defensively because his upgraded persona will definitely benefit from having an evasion skill. So you'll be good to go in battle and in terms of your confidence as well. Okay, let's get on the train quick. There we go. Cool. So we'll go see Makoto, max her out. We'll go see EY, get him to rank 6, and then we will move on from there. I'm also, by the way, doing the same thing I'm doing with the nighttime confidants that I'm doing with the daytime confidants because, like I said, Futaba and Shinya will both have mementos requests at some point in their confidants. So by kind of evenly doing everyone's confidant there, I'll get all of the requests at around the same time. Sojiro's is the only anomaly, but his mementos request is really an anomaly because it's different than any other request that you could get for mementos because it doesn't actually involve you. It's weird. It's a mementos request, but it doesn't directly involve you going into mementos. But you'll see what I mean when we get closer to doing that. That'll probably be something we do in early November. But not right now. For now, let's chat with Makoto.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm free. I was gonna go study, but I can go hang out.
Thank goodness.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we were going to study anyway for our exams regardless. Cool. So this way I can study and max a confidant out. Very good.
So, I finally made up with Eiko.
Oh, her name is Eiko? I've been saying Aiko this whole time. I think I'm thinking of another game.
I think she knew it deep within her heart. And seeing him like that finally helped her realize.
Well, that was all. She just needed to really think about it, that's all. Yeah, I'm glad it's all over, basically.
Yeah. I'm relieved she didn't get caught in his web.
Me too. Despite the fact she was being a
she
piece of
told
shit
me
to
she
you at
quit her
some
job.
point. Oh, did she? Good.
Right now she doesn't know what she wants to do, but she's going to go to college and figure things out.
Okay, well that seems to be for the best. They'll have 2 during the day and 1 at night. Okay, gotcha, Conquer.
So in the end, Eiko's going to start seriously focusing on her studies again.
Okay.
I plan on doing the same as well.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're going back to studying there?
Yes. I thought there was no point in continuing my studies, but this time, I'm not seeking anyone's praise. And I'm not trying to show off my intelligence.
You're doing it for yourself, and that's all that
I simply
matters.
want to fulfill my own personal goals and dreams.
There you go.
For now, I didn't have a clear vision of what that meant. I was lost in life.
But we've found some meaning in our
Thanks to
hangouts
you.
together.
I finally come to realize it. My dream is to become a police commissioner. That is why I need to study.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were going to be an officer, though. Like, isn't that a little bit higher ranked? Like, why specifically a commissioner?
Because it's the head of police operations. I'll need an extensive academic background, though.
So you think that by being the commissioner, you can kind of control things for the better and make things better the way that everybody does things, the processing part. Okay.
There are too many incidents in this country that are never brought to light. That host was one.
Right.
Villains who prey on the hearts of the weak with cowardly, legally questionable methods.
Can't let them do what they want.
My father risked his life trying to catch a group of those people. I will never forgive them.
Well, rightly so.
But I won't be able to eradicate them all on my own.
Yeah, we can only do so much as Phantom Thieves, so...
Instead, I want to head an organization that will destroy the lawless and help rescue victims.
Well, that's aggressive, but I think that's kind of your thing, so... Yeah, I think your dad would be proud of where you're going. I think he would say that it's an amazing goal.
I hope so.
You're doing right by him, Makoto.
It's the justice I aim for. I also believe it will be a continuation of my father's legacy. Honestly, it's a little strange that I found the true meaning of my studies outside of my studies.
Well, the right answer is usually not in the place you'd think it would be.
I think now I'll be able to see the world even more differently.
It's always in the last place you look, Makoto. That's what I've been told.
Thank you for all your help. Must have been
Yeah, no
difficult
problem.
babysitting the uptight Miss President, right?
Babysitting? I don't know about that.
Even so, I'm glad I asked you.
You can count on me, Makoto, and I know I can count on you.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the priestess, granting thee infinite power.
And so for confirming with Makoto that she knows what she wants to do with her life and her studies, we max out the Priestess Confidant, and we get her second awakening.
All right.
Let's see what she's got. But first, of course, we can unlock a new maxed out fusion. We can now fuse Cybele, or Cybele, depending on your pronunciation, the most powerful Priestess persona. And I will be doing that eventually, but not yet. First... By God, she's a transformer!
I can sense it. The power within me has grown. Now, it's been born anew.
No more motorcycle, though, which makes me kind of sad. But Makoto's persona has metamorphosed from Johanna into a knot. Not bad. Yes, it is now officially a transformer.
By the way, you can rely on me when you need it. I won't go easy on you if you hold back.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Makoto.
Now then, in order to fulfill my dream, I'll need to be accepted into my first choice college. What a funny thought. Studying to become a head of police while working as a thief.
Yeah, I guess it is sort of ironic, isn't it?
But perhaps it's not as contradictory as it seems.
I guess so.
The objective is the same. Exposing the evil lurking in the dark shadows.
We're just going into the shadows to do it right now, rather than, pulling them out of the shadows.
That's right. And thanks for helping me. I'll gladly assist you with your studies as well.
Well, that's good, because I haven't studied for midterms at all, so we've got a lot to do today.
You had best be ready.
Oh boy.
Let's go home.
Yes, it literally rolls into battle like Johanna and then transforms into a knot when it comes into battle. It's pretty cool. But Makoto gets Evade Sai for getting her Confidant maxed out there, which is good. Definitely helps her with her evasion there. Now, this one, I'm not really sure if I should get rid of Energy Shower or Rakukaja, because honestly, Rakukaja is not really that useful. in the long run. I mean, Ma Rakukaja is really good, but she doesn't get that for a little while yet, so... I'm going to keep Energy Shower because I'll probably use it more than Rakukaja, so we'll get rid of this. Well, Saizo has maxed out knowledge, though, so he should be fine. Despite the fact that he hasn't started... Well, he didn't do any of the study sessions with his friends that have been calling him non-stop, so... Speaking of which... Starting tomorrow... Couldn't you wait until after the exams? I'm sure the school would excuse you for not, you know, doing them, considering the situation. Right. Okay, so she's one of those people where she kind of grieves by being productive. Okay. Right. Yeah, exactly. We'll be here to help you out if you need it. No, I think that's fair, considering what happened, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say that you didn't do that, so. Yeah, I think a few of us would understand your feelings right now, because a few of us have gone through similar stuff. Okay, we'll see you at school then, Haru. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's like, you know, she's still down about the whole thing, but she's coming back to school just days after this incident. I'd be grieving for quite some time afterwards, and it's just, she seems strong in the aftermath of her father's death, but where was that before? You know what I mean? But anyway. And this line in particular is the one that bugs me, because it's like, she has quite the backbone, okay, but why didn't she show some backbone when her father was being a dick? Like, it's like she can't show it when her father's being a jerk to her, but she can totally show it when he's dead? Like, that just, I don't know, it just seems inconsistent to me. Speaking of inconsistency, Ryuji wants to study, but Iwai needs help with a job. So, that's what we're going to go do tonight. Take my mind off the studies just before the studying needs to happen. Incidentally, though, I don't know the answers to the next exam at all. I mean, we don't need the answers or anything like that, but I guess I should probably look those up. Yeah, I'll look them up when we're at the exam itself. I'll just turn off chat on my phone for a couple of minutes while I go through the exam questions and answers. And then we'll go from there. And there's going to be, basically exams will take up a good number of days this week, and then there's a little bit of story bits that are going to happen, and then we get to prepare for Culture Fest, and we'll get a couple of nights free after this, but not days. So we won't have a lot of free time, but we will get to hang out with some of our nighttime confidants there. So that'll help a little bit. Well, yeah, that's probably true, Conquer, yeah. Yeah, that's not the Saizo I know either. He's been slacking off a little bit. So instead of cheating with his cat doing the cheating for him, he's just gonna, you know, I might just do it legit. I mean, we don't, let's look at it this way. We don't need the social stats at all. We don't need the charm, and we don't need the knowledge or anything like that. And I mean, how hard could it possibly be, right? Maybe I'll just do it legit. Maybe I'll just do it without looking up the answers. Because we don't need to worry about it anymore, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if you want me to be completely honest, I could have just cheated by writing it down in this notebook I've got here, but I did not, so. Anyway, yes, so let's work with EY tonight. Security escort, that sounds dangerous, but yeah, I guess I can do it. So what am I escorting?
Good.
Oh, who? It's Kaoru. Okay. Get dinner with him? That's a security escort? I mean, that's the best security escort I've ever gotten, so. That's the question, Conquer. You'd think he would have, considering how much of a, you know, how much he's fallen for her, but I mean, maybe we just don't see it. Maybe he goes from desk to desk or something like that. I don't know. Though, with that conversation in Yusuke's rank 8 there, it makes it seem like Anne doesn't do well on exams anyway. Meanwhile, I'm back here getting every right answer. It's like, what's up with that? That could be true, Drukers. That could be true. He could just not, you know, not really know how to approach her about that stuff. Hey, do you need help on your quizzes? It's like, maybe that didn't even cross his mind as something to say. Oh, yeah? I wouldn't have known. Ah, that sounds like him. About what? Are you kidding? No, nothing even close to that, Kaoru. You gotta be out of your mind, man. Well, how so? Oh, okay, huh. Well, it could also be true, Carbon. She could not want him to be around to distract her. Oh, you already know? Oh my god. I mean, I wouldn't say that out loud, but Jesus. Oh, is that what he told you? Okay. You mean EY, right? I'm pretty sure he does, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not even a question. Yeah. He talks highly of you, so you know. Which one? The gecko one? Yeah, I've seen it. Yep. Oh, do you? Well, that's not good. Oh, okay, I see. So it wasn't a part of his Yakuza training. It wasn't like the tattoo wasn't like a proof of concept or anything. He just got it because he wanted you to not feel left out. Well, that was nice of him. Something like that. Well, now you know why he got it. He just doesn't know how to show it, that's all, Kaoru.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, EY? Well, what do two teenage boys talk about when they're just hanging out and shooting this shit? What do you think? Oh, come on. You couldn't have not expected that. Let's just keep what we were actually talking about under the rug there. Unless Kaoru ruins it, so.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Right. Sure. Yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Just like he says. Oh, really? Okay. Sounds good. If you need me there, let me know. I'll help you out with all the details. Okay. Well, you could pay me to start with, but, you know, let's not push the envelope here. I mean, he totally could. You're right about that, Conker. If anything, he's practically been something of a heartbreaker over the course of the game, too, though, because I gotta imagine Anne had feelings for him in her rank 9. Like, she sort of sounded like she was a little bit broken up at the end of her rank 9 there. It's possible that Makoto felt the same way. I mean, I don't think Dr. Takemi or Kawakami felt that way. So, you know, but he's kind of... I mean, we went on a frickin' date in Hawaii with Makoto, man. Like, if that's not a lady killer or a heartbreaker, I don't know what is.
All right.
But we get rank 6 of the Hangman Confidant for doing our escort job. And, yeah, I forgot to mention that part, sorry. Yeah. I don't even know the lyrics to that one, unfortunately, so I wouldn't be able to sing it. What do you mean, dangerous? Let's get dangerous. Oh my god. All the nostalgic steak we could eat.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I smoothed that over for them, because they wouldn't have done too well if it had just been those two. Would have been awkward as hell. Okay, let's do this test legit. Ain't looking up no frickin' answers. Yes, Culture Fest is soon. Actually, starting next week, that's when we're really going to have to start getting prepared, so we're basically like one thing right after the other here. Well, with all the crap that's been going on, it could get canceled, but you know. Huh. That's a possibility. Yes, let's see how much I actually remember. We all know that my short-term memory isn't very good, so... Alright, here we go. Maybe. If they don't want to interrupt first. With all of this. Time to take tests, kids. No time for rumors. You've got answers to make.
Well, shall we begin?
Here we go. The origin of the word guillotine. Let's see. Yes, it's the name of the dude who I don't know if he patented it or what, but it was based on his last name.
Ooh, we can do this.
Uh-oh, an essay. Here we go. This is where it ends. Explain why the guillotine was used. Okay. It was a doctor. Yes. The advantage was swift and painless executions, and yes, quick executions, because it did it without really, you just done. So. Yep. That's it. Cool. All about the French Revolution today, apparently, but thankfully I at least studied that in school somewhat, so. Alright, day 2. And there goes our rating again. People may not have faith in us, but I have faith in my ability to take this exam. I think. Oh dear God, here we go again.
Hey.
Well, we've still got somebody in our corner, but again, bandwagon effect. You either get on or you get run over, so kind of feel bad almost. Well, then I guess we'll just have to stick to our guns too, won't we?
Now everyone.
Oh boy.
Now
Do I have the option though? I don't think I have that option on essay questions. I think it's just on singular questions where I can ask the Thieves Guild. I guess I could ask all of you guys what you think as well. Oh, good lord. Well, it is designed for color TV, so that's true. It's not a regular polyhedron, and it doesn't have 32 faces, I don't think. Or no, it wasn't designed for color TV, it was designed for black and white TV, so yes, that's not true. This is also not true, I think. Or phone a friend, yeah. Literally, since I'm looking at chat on my phone. God. Does it have 30? It's either one of these two, I think. Good thing they don't give you, like, limited time to do this. Holy shit. Well, let's see here. I'm just gonna look at this face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't think its black to white ratio is 1 to 2. Because there's 7... Well, let's think about this. That half would be seen on the other side, so 7, 8, 9, 10 would be on the other side. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this side. So there'd be 10 black parts to a soccer ball, and then there'd be 20. I'm just basing it on the 2D plane that we've got there, so there's 5 that are directly visible on this side, and then there'd be 5 more directly visible on the opposite side since they bunch them up the way that they do. So maybe the ratio is 1 to 2. I'm going to say that one.
That doesn't look like it'll work.
Damn. Oh well. Was worth a shot. Slave labor.
Ooh, we can do this.
It probably was the bottom option then. It had 32 faces. Day 3. Let's do this. Well, after people chat about this again.
Hey, you.
Well, I mean, there were murderers among you, oh, almost murderers among you when Kamoshida was here, so... Oh, great. Oh my god. I hope it wasn't Ryuji.
Okay, class. Let's
Anyway,
get
day
started.
3. Here we go. So that's Phantom Vibration Syndrome. There it is.
Ooh, we can do this.
The Cormorant Fishermen of Nagaragawa belong to. So... They're offered a seat in the Imperial household, right? So that's gotta be right.
Ooh, we can do this.
Yeah, I think I did say to remember that one, and look where it got us. Whoops. Oh well. I did my best, and I have no regrets. That was usually what I found anyway in high school. Was that I would always I would always try to remember the most important details and the stuff it was, and I would get like 1 or 2 things wrong on exams, and it was usually the thing that I said I needed to study the most for. So. I don't know about perfect, but we did good enough. We'll probably be in the top 10 regardless. So. We'll see.
Hey.
Okay, how do they expect us to really do well on the exams with all the police officers here? Like, isn't that a lot of pressure to put on your students? I'm just saying. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit, my phone! Hey, Futaba. Okay. Sounds good. Guess we got things to do after school, then. Maybe this is what she was actually doing research for. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's go check in on her. Yeah, no serious math problems just yet. We might have been screwed otherwise. I'll be honest with you, though. This part, I feel like this part should have been the first rank of Haru's confidant right here, because she's the Empress confidant. I don't know why I've been kind of, like, saving that. Every one of our party members has a confidant anyway, so I don't know why I've been kind of, like, trying to hide that part, but I don't know. I feel like this should have been. Do you need some help? Hello. How long have you been standing there? Oh, too long. Well, I figured it was something else. Yeah, what can I do to help? Okay. So you need a friend. Is that what you're saying? I can do that. Oh, Jesus. That's gotta be a crazy transition. I'm kind of surprised. You'd think that the school would have, like, something on, like, at least an introductory business class or something, but... Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I genuinely couldn't.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you gotta make sure that their advice is sound there, Haru, so... Yeah, like I said, gotta be careful. Well, they're trying to help you, some of them, it sounds like, but some of them are probably, again, just trying to get on your good side to make sure that they have a good stake in the company. Well, it's not that you're being this distrustful of other people, it's that other people are being really, really shitty to you, and that's forcing you to be on defense. That's all. It's fine with me. Well, good. I'm glad. Well, I can help you with that. Okay, sounds good. I mean, I don't need you to do something to help me, but...
To be honest.
Oh, okay. Really? Wow. That's pretty good. Usually those don't grow in non-tropical places. So in exchange for talking to Haru about all these things, she'll help us with some gardening. Alright, cool. That works for me. Okay. Oh, did you? Well, as long as they taste good, I don't think that matters. Yeah, what do you got in there? Oh, okay.
Could eat this.
American cheese? Is that
cheddar?
Cheddar? Yeah.
Light.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Mild.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know, Carbon. I feel like, well, I guess Japan is a collection of islands, so I suppose it is in a sense tropical, but I feel like it's more when I say the word tropical, I get more of like a Hawaii sense of things than I do a Japan sense of things. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it doesn't seem like the kind of place that you would say that's necessarily tropical, but I don't know. I could be the weird one here. Probably. Tomatoes and zucchini? Okay. Sure, what's up? Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, I think he'd be cool with that.
Thank you.
Okay, sounds good.
Now, shall we go?
See, like, here's my question. Why wasn't that rank 1 of the Empress Confidant? Like, we established a deal with Haru right there, which is usually what rank 1 is about. You establishing, well, I'll help you, and in exchange, you'll do this for me. I know that it's a story bit, but... And then the thing is that there's another meeting with her that you have later on, if you so choose, during this month, before you even have rank 1 happen. Like, you can start rank 1 in a few days after Culture Festival, but it's like... That seemed like rank 1 right there. So, I don't understand why it's not. I mean, for God's sakes, Futaba's rank 1 happened in the middle of a story thing. Like, in the middle of story bits, so why not Haru? Well, thank you. I'm sure some of us...
This time. I couldn't concentrate at all.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda, Conquer. You're right about that. He's still out there? Man.
Again? It's so damn loud!
Well, he's going around with a big old megaphone in a car, Ryuji. What do you want?
More importantly, what's this you want to talk about?
You said that something was on your mind before, but were you able to figure out what it was?
The Medjed that I banned wasn't the real one.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
Aren't you the real one, though?
So what do you mean?
The guy who called himself Medjed after me isn't the one from the other day.
What do you
So, the ones that you banned were posers. You were the real one, but there was somebody else who was posing as Medjed?
That guy the other day is different from any of the past Medjed.
I'm confused.
And that means...
A code is like your fingerprints. No matter how you try to disguise it, your own quirks appear in it. The one from the other day was all cut and pasted with no consistency. No skill at all.
Oh, okay.
But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of Medjed?
Maybe it's like a beginner hacker.
Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently?
How do I put it? That code was so not done by anyone interested in cracking. At all.
So, a pretender.
At the very least, there's no way it was an official Medjed member.
So someone used the Medjed name to provoke the Phantom Thieves? For what purpose?
That's a good question.
Could they have been doing it for fun?
I mean...
It was around the time our group started getting popular, so maybe they wanted in on the hype.
I guess that's always possible.
Wait a moment. What if it's the other way around?
What do you mean?
Perhaps they used the Medjed name to make the Phantom Thieves known.
Oh, so you think that the person who initially used the Medjed name, that was pretending to be Futaba, is the one that used us? Is that what you're saying?
Makes no sense.
I actually
That's-
thought the same as Makoto.
Actually kind of plausible.
Why is that? Know how I just said that code is like fingerprints? I found those same fingerprints somewhere completely different.
And where was that?
Where's that?
The Phantom Aficionado website.
Really?
Traces of it being illegally tampered with from the outside.
Oh, somebody tried to hack us? Oh, Jesus.
For real?
For summer vacation, the access counter was made to be much higher than the actual number.
So somebody inflated the numbers on
Same
us.
with the rankings. Particularly the time when President Okumura ranked first.
So then, the one who provoked the group and the one who tampered with the site are the same person?
That's what she's thinking, I think.
I think I'm starting to see the big picture. Both Medjed's provocation and the tampering of the website brought attention to us as a result.
So they were setting us up for the
On
fall.
top of that, our reason for targeting Okumura was influenced by the public and the rankings.
Almost completely, yeah.
The perfect timing and the perfect target. If both of those had been set up,
Then we were made to fail.
It would all make sense.
So the culprit was planning to put the blame on us from the start?
That's what we're thinking at this
no
point.
way. This is all hypothetical. We lack any hard evidence.
Well, that would mean that the culprit would have had to have known who we were before we became popular, though, right? Because we had only just gotten done with Kaneshiro when that whole thing with Medjed started.
But if all your deductions happen to be correct, that would mean we've been playing right into their hand for the past 2 months or so.
Yeah.
We gotta be overthinking things.
I don't know, Ryuji. It all sort of makes sense when you think about it that
I
way.
mean, we're talking both the rankings and Medjed.
I know.
Everyone made a big deal about it. If this was all set up,
Then, yeah, we've been being used.
then what kind of guy did we make an enemy of?
I don't know, but obviously it's not a good person.
There's no point in getting anxious over speculation. Regardless, we'll be falsely charged at this rate, and with murder. We must overcome this.
True.
But we don't even know who we're up against.
Well, we could. The code Futaba said is like fingerprints. We could probably figure out whose fingerprints they are with some investigation, and then we can go from there.
Hey, you think we're falling into another trap, even at this very moment?
Well, I don't know, Ryuji, but yeah, we don't know yet, so let's just continue on as if it's not happening.
Indeed, we don't. It'll be more dangerous jumping to conclusions and assuming we figured it out.
Right.
Even if this is the actions of a meticulous enemy, we'll just have to get back at them.
We'll just have to outsmart them, that's all.
We need to find clues, no matter what.
Right. So we'll keep looking and keep investigating, even though we, don't have too much time because Culture Fest is coming up.
Me?
Yeah. Thankfully, he's something of the voice of reason in this whole thing. Well, I guess Makoto's more like the voice of reason, but Yusuke's more like the calming voice.
I was told you recommended this reassignment yourself, sir. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as myself?
Because you were already investigating it, Sai. Like, were you doing that all on your own time while also doing other investigations? Like, holy cow.
When the case of the Shujin principal was ruled a suicide, you thought to reopen it. And you proved its connection to the Phantom Thieves. This is based primarily on that achievement.
I'm honored, sir.
The Phantom Thieves issue is now a national crisis.
Yeah, because how much you want to bet he's the one that made it that way?
Expectations are exceedingly high for us public prosecutors, as we are the executors of justice. Personnel and planning will be up to you on this case. You will also have the police under your command.
It's a big deal, Sai.
I'd like you to oversee this operation.
It's like you're the... basically where he is, almost.
You've yet to give an answer.
Well, she's too taken aback to give an answer.
You accept the task of eradicating the Phantom Thieves.
Don't do it, Sai. It's a trap.
I will give it everything I have.
God damn it.
We'll have to prepare a higher position for you as well in the event that you succeed. I don't wish to apply extra pressure on you.
But I'm totally going to apply extra pressure on you anyway.
But
Good
I
luck.
assume your odds of success are high. Naturally, failure to accomplish this task is unacceptable. Do you understand?
Good God, man.
Of course. I will live up to your expectations no matter what it takes.
That is all then. I expect good results from you.
Oh boy. So, it's, like I said, it's kind of implied. I don't know if it's direct. They didn't directly say it, but it's kind of implied at this point that the SIU director had some part in setting us up to fail. The real question is he also setting Sai up to fail here? I mean, you could probably imply that too.
Hi, sis.
But if that's the case, that's not good.
Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
Are you going to stay at work then?
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
Well, you should still, you know, bathe regularly. It's not
You look awful.
something you can overlook.
Aren't you tired?
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure is not tolerated. It's all over for me if I can't win this.
Well, if you run yourself ragged, you will fail at it, Sai.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
That's what I'm saying.
This is my one chance to get a promotion. I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your studies.
Also what I'm saying. So how did we do okay on our exams there?
Don't worry, though. It will all be over soon.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Oh boy.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
It's none of your concern.
Actually it is, but she can't tell you why. Good lord, man.
Oh my god. Sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves, and on Shujin Academy in particular. This is bad. I need to let everyone know.
Well, we're in some deep water now. I mean, we were in deep water before, but we're in even deeper water now. Oh boy. Hang on, let me take a drink while I'm going through this conversation. Yeah, they're working to take us down. Yeah, that's bad. Yes, but now they're actually mobilizing to do something about it. Right. That's because they only take big cases, Yusuke, and this is apparently a big case for them. Oh my god. Right. Well, if we're not careful, absolutely. We're just a bunch of teenagers. How can we fight the Special Investigations Unit unless we use the metaverse? I mean, I guess. As if Haru's situation wasn't bad enough, now she's got to worry about being on the lam. Oh boy. Right, how could they have any evidence, you know? Like, it's just... Of course, you know, if they really need something to stick, they'll just fabricate some evidence, and then, I mean, they haven't lost a case in 50 years for a reason. They've probably fabricated evidence before at some point to make stuff stick, to make sure that the criminals go away to prison. So. Well, like they said, Morgana, they have no proof, but again, they probably... That does make me think, though. We still haven't found out who took Futaba's mother's data. What if the SIU finds that data? Well, shit. That just threw a monkey wrench into this whole thing. Yeah, you're telling me. Oh boy. Well, yeah, I mean, it's still above where it was, though, Morgana. You think about it, there was a point where we were at like 6%. This is still okay.
I'll just add this.
Well, this just took a serious and severe turn. I mean, it was already serious and severe, but things are just going downhill very fast for us. That's not good. Well, let's figure out what we want to do about this whole thing. We'll probably have to meet with everybody next time. Criminals should die. Good lord, man. Damn. So what are we doing today? See, it's funny though, because you think about it, like I said, we're kind of on the opposite side of where we were for the Okumura investigation, and now the public is treating the police the same way they treat the Phantom Thieves. Like, aren't they doing anything yet? They should just do this already. Like, they should be killed because they're terrible people and murderers and blah blah. It's like this is a game to them. I mean, it is a game. I know it's a game. I'm just saying it's like it's a game to the public in the game that they don't know they're in a game, obviously, so. Yes, so we're especially screwed. Saizo is especially screwed because he's already on probation, so if this goes sideways and south, we're boned, man. We are 150% boned.
Hey.
They can, if they have a warrant, and they will. Well, considering how many people have been targeted, quote-unquote, in the school,
Quiet down.
that might make sense. So school festival's the 25th, okay. That's a little bit short notice. They probably planned on doing it, like, later, but... Okay, well that just means that we've got a bunch of stuff to do in the interim in order to get ready for Culture Fest, that's all. Oh, great. Well, no pressure or anything. Probably. Well, thanks for the heads up, Makoto. Like, holy shit. Yeah, they are, like they said, if it's the SIU, they're pretty good at this stuff, so. Yeah, exactly. Of course, you'd think they would have also looked at Kosei High, but apparently they don't care about Kosei High. They're just like, well, let's just arrest the people that we know there's probably somebody here. The highest likelihood is there's somebody here, so. So they're gonna drag me out of class for this?
Takamaki-san and you
Great.
two will go together.
Oh, well, good. At least we can kind of work
Why
off of each
together?
other.
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside.
Or that.
That's how they've been doing it so far.
Oh, yeah, right.
Kawakami's got to be like shitting her pants about this too, because Jesus, like she already knows
Those
that
are
we
the
are.
instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
That's the plan. Okay, Ann, you got this and I got this. We can do this. Hello.
Take a seat.
Okay. Let's see if I can crank up the charm.
Take your time. This will be over quick.
All right.
Let's see.
That's me.
Ah, yes. You're the one currently under probation.
Also me.
It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Dispute is a bit of a strong word, but sure.
You're more hot-blooded than you look.
I am fairly calm, aren't I?
You
But
spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura?
yeah, they're my friends.
The more friends, the better, right?
Exactly.
I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh,
All right.
I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you.
Okay.
Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I don't know. I mean, I hate to answer a question with a question, but if that's what you guys are thinking, I don't know.
We won't know for certain unless we investigate further.
Thank you for your time.
All
Your
right,
responses
no
will
problem.
serve as great reference material.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
Okay, can do. No, we got through that okay. I mean, any of those answers would have worked. They wouldn't have suspected us regardless, but, you know.
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now, too.
Jesus.
Seems we were all asked the same question.
Yes, that's the thing, Conkers, that even though they know I'm a Phantom Thief, they don't know about the other members if they're outside of our little group here. So it's, that could be for the best, though, to be honest, because it could be, like I said, in the situation with Sai's interrogation and Super Fast Forward there, it's only us getting interrogated in the room. Now, that either means, again, that all of us got caught and our friends are being interrogated elsewhere, or they only caught Saizo, and that means he could kind of keep them off of everybody else's backs while they interrogate him, you know what I mean? So one way or the other, it may, I mean, it doesn't work very well for Saizo because he gets drugged and blah blah blah, but you know.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, it would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
Good thing you keep them in your pockets.
To think my name would come up as well.
Yeah, yours and Haru's came up in my conversation. That's
Sounds
not
like
good.
We can't take the police lightly either.
Apparently not. We're gonna have to be careful all
Didn't
coming
you
back
think
here
that
each day.
detective guy was scary?
I guess, you mean the overbearing one? I guess he was a little.
Especially those eyes. It was like they were smiling, but not.
Well, he probably also had rank 5 charm, man, so that's probably why I was okay with him, but you weren't. Like, that level of charm is pretty difficult to deal with if you're on the receiving end.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
I mean, there's nothing you could have done about it, Makoto, like...
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as
Yeah,
though I hadn't
Ryuji needs to
predicted
learn a
this
little
would
bit from the
happen.
rest of us.
But now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
Well, what do you
We
mean,
need to
like...
make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
Right.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
Okay.
I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
Well, yeah, it could be true.
We were so popular too.
Mm-hmm. How far we've fallen.
Can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
Again, where was this spine before, but I'm
As for everyone
beating a
else,
dead horse at this
you
point.
need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school.
And after school. Like, what we're doing right now, probably kind of shady.
So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Oh, okay.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Well, that could be true.
Fine.
Hey,
So I guess we're in charge this
the more
year.
time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff.
I
No
think that's
matter
true of
what
all of us.
happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Right.
Don't jinx it.
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning.
If they suspect us, which ideally after today they won't,
I
but
showed
you
up
know.
at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
Yeah, definitely, Yusuke, because you were a victim in all of this, so you should definitely be cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Well, the whole fingerprinting thing that I said about Futaba looking into whose fingerprints that hacking was probably a good start.
Of course.
Yes, they did, Morgana. So we gotta strike back. Oh god, unorthodox methods, that's not good. Again, the whole fabricating evidence thing, probably not too far out the window at this point. Well, then let's get some info, Morgana.
I should write something.
Hey, Drukers! Thanks for the 100 bits, I appreciate it. Yeah, that could be a part of it, yeah. It's just... I don't know. I still feel like that's inconsistent with the idea of... I mean, I know it was her father and all of that, so it could work that way too, where she's just intimidated by him, but she's not intimidated by other people. But basically, she went from being completely demure to being like, you know, almost in a way sort of a badass in the interim between her father's death, because she's dealing with it, and she realizes that she has to be responsible for her company, for the employees, for all of the things that her father left for her, and for all of us, because she kind of got us all involved in all of this. So she's sort of... It was like that, though. The fact that it happened in an instant, basically, like in terms of gameplay, it happened over a few days, but even that is kind of pushing it for me. That feels like it feels like it was too quick, you know? I feel like maybe that would be like what her confidant could be about, is us kind of trying to deal with her picking up the pieces and getting her to kind of come back to society, come back to her friends, and not be so broken up about it, you know what I mean? Just basically moving her from her personality before 10-11 to her personality after 10-11. Okay. But it apparently all happened off screen instead, so, you know. Yeah, that's just my opinion, though. Like, again, my feelings for how they handled Haru here, like...
Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police.
Like, the way that they handled Haru's character, her character, because of her role in the story, has to be written in a nuanced way. They have to do it just right in order to catch the kind of character that they wanted her to be exactly the right way, and I don't honestly feel like they did the best job with it. I think they did okay, but it's not 100% up to par, I think, and that's where I kind of have the disconnect. I'm more on the side of things of saying, well, they did less on the side of things of saying, well, they did the best they can, and more on the side of the things saying, yeah, but even though they did the best they can, are you sure? Because they've written some pretty nuanced characters before this in other Persona games, so what gives? But
the rest will go as you mentioned.
They're already planning our arrest? Oh my god.
Still, I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
The real question is he talking to Sai, or is he talking to someone else here? Perhaps the real culprit. Well, we won't find out until much later. Yeah, in a way there, Conker. That sort of felt the same way, where it sort of felt like there's enough inconsistencies where I'm like, if I think about it for more than a couple of seconds, I'm like, oh, this makes no sense. So... Imagine if they found out that all of us were just teenagers with attitude.
What's going on?
Well, they're special investigations there, man. I think they can tell when students are freezing up because they're afraid and when they're freezing up because they're not telling the truth and they don't want to get caught. So, it's a good thing I ranked up my charm, otherwise that interview would have been hell. That's not true. It goes the same way either way, but... Oh yeah, that's not good. That means the likelihood of us being able to see Yusuke at this event, not very high. Student sharing special. Well, at least it isn't getting canceled due to like a tsunami or something. Actually, I think it was a typhoon that got it canceled in Persona 3. They had it in Persona 4 though, and boy did they make up for not having it in Persona 3. But we'll get to that when we get to it. They're asking you guys? Potentially, Conquer. Yeah, potentially. So, I suppose maybe me being calm about the whole situation, maybe not such a good thing. But, then again, it could also be because of the fact that Saizo's already on probation, so he could be used to, you know, having to answer questions with the police, so that could be a thing. I don't know. Maybe I screwed myself here, maybe I didn't. Oh well. But then again, you think about it, the Phantom Thieves were all, like, everyone except for Saizo was, like, super, like, nervous about the whole thing, so... Basically, I guess they can tell the difference between nervous and scared, because nervous usually points to some bad, bad things, so... Then again, you know, you see, like, psychopaths and all that stuff portrayed on television, and they're all totally calm no matter what situation they're in, basically. They're, like, they get interrogated by people as a part of their, you know, like as a part of another investigation or something, or maybe they're following up on something, and they're all just, like, super monotone and calm, and just, like, they're just chatting like it's almost like a normal conversation, and maybe that's what they think that Saizo is some kind of psychopath. A magic square. Okay, let's check it out.
Do you know this one?
A Sudoku board. Oh no. Here's the real math question. Well, let's do some adding here. So if we put 5 up in the top right corner, that's 13, 18. 7 and 6 is 13 and 18. So 5 definitely goes there. So that means that the whole thing has to add up to 18. Right? If I put 5 there. 4 and 8 is 12. So if we put 5 there, that would make it 17. 8 and 6 is 14, 17. So 4, 5, 8 would be 17. 8 and 6 is 14, and put 3 there would make it 17. 7 and 6 is 13, so what would make that 17 is a 5. Oh boy. Ask the audience! 5. Okay, it's 5.
This is it.
Correct.
I'm no good at Sudoku. Okay, so it was a 3 there. Okay. So it would add to 15. Okay, I see. Yeah, 4x4 Sudoku sounds like hell, so... And 5x5 Sudoku sounds like seppuku, so that's not good either. Could use that as a torture device at Guantanamo Bay, basically.
All right.
I would try the former because I already know where they are, but I can't tell you that. I guess. Damn. What a burn. Yeah, 5x5 seppuku. Well, don't let it get to you, Morgana, because we've still got other things to do in the interim. Texting in class, that's one of the things we've got to do. So then we've got to work on the Culture Fest stuff. There's questionnaires. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, we need to tally the results, but then we also need to make sure that the person that is listed is available to come to the school, so... Okay. Right, exactly. Okay, works for me. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, that's fine. It's... Yeah. Not a big deal. We'll figure it out some other way. Okay. Well, that's fine, Yusuke. We don't want to get you too involved because that would definitely draw suspicion to us, so... Alright. Questionnaires a go-go.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
Ryuji, if we didn't do crap like this, we'd be arrested. Think about it that way.
Mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Goro Akechi. This one too, Akechi.
Apparently they all want Akechi to come here for as a special guest.
Same over here as well.
Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with.
That's how the public works, Morgana. They're very fickle, and they'll be willing to get rid of us in a heartbeat if we're not entertaining them. This is why I said don't chase the fame, guys.
It'd be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right?
Yes, that is true, Conker. That is true.
Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Can I tell him what exactly? Hold on. His homework too, Ryuji came to help us count these. I mean, I guess it would help if he took it seriously. It would keep the pressure off of us. There has to be one slacker in every group, but you know.
Too. You know, like online and stuff.
What, you and Morgana and Futaba, or what?
I guess that's one way of saying it.
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
What's that?
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
Well, again, don't take anything that anyone else says seriously because nobody else knows about the metaverse, so everything they're spouting is complete bullshit, Morgana.
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
I mean, it was to be expected, considering.
God, this is so effing stupid. Damn it.
We have the results. First place
And?
is Goro Akechi.
Okay, well, I know Akechi, so I might actually be able to just arrange him coming to the school myself.
What? Akechi?
Have you been paying attention at all, Ryuji?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
You think that we'd be able to get that kind of a person on short notice? We have 3 days, man.
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're the ones counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
Then we'd be no better than the person that cracked our website and inflated the results of Okumura there, Ryuji. We can't, we don't want to stoop to those kinds of lows.
We'll figure that out. He won by a landslide.
Mm-hmm.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It almost seems like they're voting for him so that he could come here and be like, I know who the Phantom Thieves are! Or at least help investigate.
Avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves.
Let's just do what happened.
Who to ask.
That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She
Good as far as I know.
looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Not so far. I think she's got it, though. She's usually pulls through when she works on her own like this, so let's leave her to it.
You're not gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
They won't track her down, Ryuji. You know what kind of hacker she is. They won't track her.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation.
He probably would, Conquer. You're probably right.
I hope she finds something.
We still need to see Mishima at some point here. Maybe he'll be available one of these days, and then I can, like, reorganize my schedule somehow.
Hey.
Hey, boss, what's up?
In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty.
I'm glad somebody's using a level head about all this.
There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
What, his opinion? I don't know. Uh-oh. Again, wouldn't meeting up draw suspicion to us, but... yeah. Yeah, that would probably help us out quite a bit. Oh my god. Okay. Well, yeah, we do kind of have to just do whatever we can for now, so...
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
More like waiting for someone to text me there, boss. It's, gotta keep some secrets, you know? It's a secret.
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that stuff later on is a pain.
You would know, wouldn't you, boss?
By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you?
What do you mean?
The police showed up at your school.
Yeah, they're investigating the Phantom Thieves. I got nothing to do with this. It's nothing about me.
As long as you're not getting involved.
Nope. Not at all.
Well, fine.
And he just said, you know, I've been doubting you. In the last Confidant rank, he's been saying, you know, I doubted you, but maybe I was wrong. Oh, boy. Well, EY needs help tonight. He's not ready for a rank, though. Alright, let's see if Mishima's available one of these nights. So, Kawakami, EY. Oh, yeah? Yeah, oh, yeah. And, aha! Here he is, available here. And Fumi's also available tonight, but we'll be hanging out with her, too. So... yes, boss is suspicious. Oh, boy. Everybody man the battleships! Okay, so let me look at the calendar real quick, because this is important that we kind of arrange to have Mishima be put into all of this. I gotta keep up with his thing, otherwise we're gonna be behind with his Confidant. So, if we hang out with him here... so this is Mishima. And this isn't a rank day, even though it says rank up. It's not a rank day, just... he's lying, basically, so... then what day is 11/3? Because that was when I was planning on looking for him being around. Culture Day. So we gotta hang out with Mishima. If we hang out with Mishima today, then tomorrow we can hang out with Chihaya and Hifumi on Monday. After that is Culture Fest, and then there's a bunch of story bits until the 30th. The 30th is when we get our mound of free time again, and that's a Sunday, so that's a day that we could hang out with EY. So let's put EY here. See, if I could do all of this right from the calendar button in the game, this would be so much easier. So, yeah, suspicious of Saizo, but it's okay. We'll we'll stay under the radar, that's all. But yeah, if I could just make these notes in the game, it would be so much easier. But anyway, so we'll go see EY this day. Then Hifumi's here. Chihaya's our regular Tuesday hangout, so that's fine. We'll go see Hifumi this day. And then instead of hanging with Mishima this day, we'll hang out with Chihaya, and then we'll be back on schedule. That was a middle rank. Chihaya's not going to be ready for her next rank the next time we hang out with her. So... okay. I think we're good. Let's go see Mishima. so he can stop being a flake about this whole thing.
I'll just add this.
So we gotta go all the way out to Akihabara. Thankfully, we don't really need to worry about having a moon persona with us, because again, Akechi's rank is not dependent on the amount of points that you get with him. And even if it was, if you were to look at when we hung out with him in Dome Town there, he had the stars to get to the next rank there. But tonight, again, as I said, is not a rank up day. So we gotta work on that. But basically, before the next time that Mishima gives us a confidant linked mission in Mementos is at rank 8. I don't know if we'll get him to rank 8 before the next time we go to Mementos, but I'm gonna probably, well, no, I don't know that I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna get him to rank 7 before then, but in terms of rank 8, maybe not. We'll see. I have a very meticulous schedule planned out, though. That's basically all you need to know. It's not as meticulous in December, because by that point it's kind of like, as long as you hang out with the person that you normally hang out with on a specific day, we should be able to max everybody out. But yeah, let's go check in with Mishima. Akechi would have been at the shop if we were checking in with him, but Mishima is all the way over here. Well, I didn't think you would. That would have ruined you too, you know. Well, good. I'm glad that you finally figured something out with him. Yeah, let's hang out with Mishima tonight.
Alright.
Isn't that a long ways away? Why did we go all the way over here if we were just gonna go to the diner? Oh, okay. Did you ever think that they maybe truly loved each other, Mishima? Like, it's not that hard to believe. Well, that's the public for you. Well, it's already dropping like a rock, so I mean... I'm glad you're at least thinking with somewhat of a level head, but what you're saying there makes it sound like you're going to pick on somebody who's super weak and can't defend themselves. Yeah, what would we win in that case? I mean, I guess.
Actually...
Okay, what do you have in mind? That's the bandwagon there, Mishima. You either get on or you get run over. Whoa, dude! What the hell? Purge them? Are you out? That's like Nazi talk. What the fuck, Mishima?
Sorry.
Yeah, a little bit. No, there's a better way to phrase it. It's called, we're not doing anything you're saying. Okay, wait a minute, Mishima. You're not, as much as I thought it would be a cool idea, you are not a member of the Phantom Thieves. What do you think you're doing? You're no better than the people who we've been taking care of in the Mementos requests at this point. Like, come on, man. He's way off the deep end, Conker. He's way off the deep end. We don't want them afraid of us, Mishima. We want them to believe in us. What the hell? Well, that's also not good. This is fun for you? Are you out of your damn mind? Yeah, but this is the totally wrong way to go about it, man. Yeah, even further than before, definitely. Oh, look who's back. Seems like he doesn't remember. Well, I assumed you thought he had a gun with him again, but apparently not. Damn. He's still got your number, despite the fact that you think you're so omniscient at this point. Well, you can keep telling yourself that, but to be honest with you, Mishima, I don't know that you two are that different. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh.
Oh god, you are thinking what I think you're thinking. Mishima, we're not gonna target him just because he's shitting all over. You aren't standing up for yourself. If you're so powerful and strong and omniscient at this point, tell him to fuck off. What? At the rate you're going, yeah, we might. I've been considering it since the last time we talked, Mishima. Watch out, man. We're on to you. Yeah, this is the one time he thinks he caught me in the sarcastic act. I'm being dead serious.
See you around.
Alright, later, Mishima. Yeah, this isn't good. We were gonna meet up tomorrow about this stuff, but we gotta meet up tonight. This is not good. Again, this could draw suspicion to us, but it's part of the confidant, so we'll be fine. And that's the long and short of it. Yeah, he's not standing up for himself. He wants us to do it for him, and he thinks he can just order us around. Yeah. That's basically what's happening, and yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pretty much been doing the kind of stuff that the requests we've been getting have been doing,
Wait,
so...
hold on.
Well, he's going about it like he's that bad, Ryuji. Well, yeah, it's practically like we already sent him a calling card, so... Okay. That works for me. I guess we gotta go take care of Mishima's shadow, then. Give him a change of heart.
But...
Right, exactly. I mean, even if he is our friend, and even if he's mostly harmless in the end, he can't keep doing things for us and expecting us to do everything he says. That's not his job, and that's not what we're gonna let him do to us. Yeah, let's get going.
Now, let's carry out our plan.
Into Mementos we go. And I said we weren't going here for like another month. Man, I was wrong. Shadow Mishima, I presume. Who do you think we are? Well, actually, most of the things you've done thus far for us have been good, but there's been a few things that you've been doing for yourself using us, and we don't like that. No, because our reputation is already getting driven into the ground, Mishima. If we just do what you told us, then it's not gonna help us any. You don't want the spotlight right now, trust me. Because you're being an ass about it. You're taking people down with you, and it's not good, and I don't like it. Oh, jeez. It's alright, guys, I got this. I'm good. I'll have a chat with him. Now, where were we? Yeah, well, that's no way to live, man, but, well, that's not any way for you to live. You gotta stand up for yourself eventually. That's all I was trying to tell you. Well, I did, to try to help you. I'm trying to be your friend here, Mishima, but you're making it really hard.
Damn
it. I'll be honest with you, I go back and forth about Mishima and his character and his role in this whole thing. The way he says "damn it" there kind of reminds me of another villain from the series. It's very close to the way that another villain in the series says "damn it" in one of his lines, and it's very memorable because it's a part of his boss fight when you fight him. So I wonder if at any point in development, Mishima was being considered as, like, having a greater role than just being the Moon Confidant, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he was being, like, a major antagonist. I kind of wonder if that was the case. I mean, I suppose anything's possible at this point. We still don't know who the real culprit is, but you'll forgive me if it doesn't seem like Mishima's the kind of person that'll do that. Well, what if our reputation keeps getting driven into the ground, man? Then it's not going to help you any. You're going to end up being a 0 again. So, yeah. Would that really satisfy you, living off of the expectations that others have for not you, but us? You're getting scraps, man. You got to make a name for yourself some other way, where you are the focal point. And that's a bad thing? You are doing exactly what our team was doing when we went after Shadow Okumura, man. And look how that turned out. You know what? Well, you already know that you're doing it wrong, then. Mishima, you don't just push your way into the spotlight. You get pushed off the stage that way. You know what? I have been having such a hard time trying to keep my team together for the past couple of weeks because of what just happened. We went after a target that we didn't need to go after because we were chasing the fame. And now we're getting shat on by society and we're practically already arrested. I'm not doing that to my friend, too. If you want a change of heart, do it yourself. Look deep inside of yourself, Mishima. Think about what you've done, and you make the change. I'm not doing it for you, because that's all I've done so far, and look where we're at because of it. That's what I hope, Ryuji. That's what I hope. See where that gets you, Mishima.
No.
It almost feels more cruel to do this to him. But, I mean, you know, catharsis and all that for the past couple of ranks, so. Now, you just sit there and think about what I said. Playing mind games, man. Playing mind games. I don't know. All I know is I'm done with this shit. I ain't doing a damn thing for him till he's really considered what I just said. So. I get the feeling that his statement last night wasn't what the public wanted to hear. Now I think they think he knows more than he actually knows.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you anything about the investigation?
Probably not.
Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me.
She's probably concerned about your entrance exams.
It's possible I made some sort of mistake.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Conquer. Yeah, in a way, it would have kind of been... It would have been like Makoto's slap to Aiko there, you know what I mean? It would have just kind of made sense in context, like, just... You know what? I'm sick of your shit. Just, BAM! Smack him onto the ground. You want a change of heart, do it yourself. I'm leaving. But...
Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival.
Akechi?
I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
And rightly so, if you didn't ask him, the school would riot, so...
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
By not asking him, we would be drawing danger, because they'd know we were tampering with things. And they'd say, what else have they tampered with?
But without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network.
Oh, so you're thinking about recruiting Akechi? Is that where you're going with this?
And I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Man, we really have... We've all jumped off the deep end. Holy cow.
Is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel?
How are we even going to do that? He's so suspicious of the Phantom Thieves that... Oh my god.
Move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Well, Morgana, she is, like I said, she has her bull in a china shop methods that she relies on, so...
Did you see his press conference yesterday?
Yeah, he's gonna get shit on because of it.
One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
So you think he expects something to happen anyway?
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
Of what? Getting in contact with him? I mean, we're the executive committee. We have to get in contact with him.
It's a gamble. And the odds are less than favorable. But we can no longer afford to hesitate.
Yeah, we gotta move.
Should we invite Akechi-kun?
Well, it's like Morgana said, it's a bold move, but I think you've got a level head on your shoulders, Makoto. I think you know what you're doing.
In that case, I'll do it. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
Yeah, I mean, all of us are just grasping at straws at this point anyway, so.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Yeah, exactly, Conquer. Low odds of success, easy win.
How are we even gonna get in touch with him?
I'm pretty
It's not
lucky
like we got his
anyway, so.
contact info.
We have all the data from the PC of a public prosecutor. Finding his phone number was a no-brainer.
Well, I guess that helps.
Damn, you're real impressive.
I mean, I probably just could have asked him for his number one of these times, or he could have been hanging out at the cafe tonight and been like, hey, I'm on the executive committee at school. Can you come to the school for part of the Culture Fest? But that would have relied on us actually seeing him between now and then.
Number? I'll just say my sister had it. That isn't even technically a lie.
Right.
Can you send me the number, Futaba? I'll contact him right away.
Okay.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Well, it's gonna be fine, Ryuji. As long as we don't act suspicious,
Now is
we'll
no
be
time
fine.
to be petty. Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
Right.
I have a response already.
He must have been checking his email.
He says, let me think about it.
Okay, so now we just sit and wait.
Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
Well, yeah, but I mean, this isn't exactly for the media.
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
True.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I guess we'll have to come up with a backup plan in 2 days.
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what.
Right.
We're counting on you, Makoto.
She's got this. We'll be good. Yeah, something like that there, Conquer, yeah. Why is that so far-fetched, Morgana? He's an investigator. If anybody knows anything about the stuff, and I mean, again, he seems sort of sympathetic to us on the thing, so if anyone's gonna do it, then it would have to be him. Okay, Chihaya is available tonight, and yep, she's the one we're gonna go hang out with, so let's check the TV though. Well, no, but people tried to cash in on us, and look where it got them.
I should write something.
Not very far. Anyway, let's head back downstairs. We'll go see Chihaya tonight, and then probably tomorrow night before going and seeing whom we have to see, I'm gonna call it a day, because Culture Fest basically starts immediately after that, and you don't regain control until like 45 minutes in. At least the way that I go through cutscenes, it'll probably be another 45 minutes before I can save, so we'll slow it down after tonight and tomorrow. Before we do tomorrow's Confidant, that is. Okay, Conquer, take it easy. I will see you in the next stream. Alright, so let's go and check out Shinjuku. We'll get Chihaya up to rank 6. And then we will take care of the story bits that are going to happen tomorrow. And then we'll have free time tomorrow evening as well, but it'll be our last bit of free time until the end of Culture Fest and the beginning of, well, Hell on Earth, but we'll get to that. I mean, with the police moving in, we're basically giving them a week to just do whatever they want. It's not exactly a far-fetched for me to say it's going to be hell on earth for us when they're investigating us so closely. Well, I'll try to be careful. I didn't know you were so concerned. You worry you're going to lose your apprentice, or what? Apparently something big happened, though, so let's see what she's got to say. Oh, really? Gee, I wonder why that happened. It couldn't be all the books that you've been reading to try to better yourself. Hey, that's not bad. Well, I'm glad I've rubbed off on you somewhat. Well, that's the thing, though, Chihaya. You're kind of in almost like a customer service role. You have to... As much as you want to do more, you have to kind of distance yourself from that fact because you have to maintain something of a distance between you and the people you're working with. You got to be somewhat close, but not too close.
What?
Who's this broad? That's me, the apprentice. Why am I so interested? I guess I just like fortune telling. It's a pretty cool little art when she, especially since she's so damn good at it. Like, it's kind of hard not to be amazed at the way that she is able to read fortunes. I got my social stats to rank 5 because of all of her fortunes, so. Well, you make it sound like a bad thing when you say it that way. I guess. Oh, you're the chairman, okay. Assembly of the Divine Power. Are you guys like a church or something? That's what it sounds like. I mean, there's only one other assembly that I know of in these Shin Megami Tensei or Persona games, and the other guys, you don't want to associate with the other guys, trust me. Healing seminars? Okay. Yeah, your salt piles, uh-huh. I already know the truth, man. Oh yeah, I guess her new way of fortune telling has kind of caused her revenue to go down. I mean, that's 100,000 yen per holy stone she's not selling. Someone's gonna notice eventually. Maybe I was wrong to tell her to do that since it is part of her livelihood. Well, no, I'm not going to say that because the way she was going, she would have just ended up like probably this guy. Did you do it with a holy stone? Did she find out it was just a bunch of salt? Because that's all it was. Okay, wait a minute. You're saying that like she owes you something, dude. She doesn't owe you jack or shit. You know how much money she's made for you? Well, if you're acting like an asshole, then probably not. I don't think that's her plan. Yeah, you got to be kidding me. Everybody practically, well, I don't want to say everybody, but at the very least, Chihaya and I know that your holy stones are full of garbage and actually full of salt. So you can't decide that, dude. You're not psychic. She's the psychic here. No bullshit. I don't know that that's true, but yeah, this guy's pretty sketchy. Why are you even I mean, I guess she does sort of feel like she owes him, but why are you even hanging out with him? Couldn't you just strike out on your own? Look who's talking. That's what you think. You're just saying that to hold it over her head. Asshole. What are you laughing about? Oh, did he say something about a nightclub? I must have totally missed it. Okay, wait a minute, Chihaya. Okay, I know what it's like to be labeled, trust me. You've read my fortune. You know where I've been in my life in the past. We're not labeling anybody here. We're on a first-name basis at this point, okay? There's no maiden, no monster, and there's no probation student. I'm Saizo Hikawa, and you're just Chihaya. Okay, let's not beat around the bush here.
But...
Did he? Okay, yeah, I must have missed that part. My bad. Well, all you needed was somebody who would actually call him on his bullshit. So... It's part of that strength of conviction and will, Chihaya. I learned it from a very wise politician. As weird as that sounds. Though I guess I had that kind of conviction on my own before this. But for imparting some of our conviction onto Chihaya so she could stand up to her boss, we get rank 6 of the Fortune Confidant.
Alright.
Cool. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess we could look in the log. Let's look. The way they were, no salvation, skepticism. Ah, there we are. Do you remember who saved you when you were stuck working in a seedy club with no place to turn? Got it. Got it. Oh, Jesus. Alright, now slow down, Chihaya. We can change your fate. We just gotta get a little more information on this guy and what he's doing. Or, at the very least, we need to get another rank in your Confidant, which, unfortunately, you're not ready for just yet, but... We'll get there. Good night, Chihaya. We'll get there. Oh, there goes our rank again. Our, rating. But we're getting close to getting the requests for all of our confidants there. Shouldn't be too long. That's the question. I mean, I don't know that that proves anything, but okay. Oh, jeez. Welcome to the public, Morgana. Right. Let's gather some intel, and hopefully Akechi can be good for that, but we've got stuff to do for Culture Fest tonight.
Okay,
well, today.
Class, let's get started.
What is the ESS exactly? Extracurricular school something or I don't know. Oh, there it is. English Studies Society. Okay. Oh, yes, ma'am. Well, yeah, I made one of them up. Well, I made one of them up a long time ago, but I've used one of them in this playthrough, ASS, Absolute Storage Space. So.
I need an answer.
The S in SOS? I don't think the S in SOS has any particular meaning, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think it's just made up.
That's correct.
But you don't have to be on a ship to SOS. Yeah, it's like a dot, a space, and a dot, I think, if I remember right.
Nice going.
I still got it. Actually, I think the exam results are posted today, so we'll see if we're in the top 10, despite that little blunder about the soccer ball. Wow. Oh, jeez. That's what we're hoping, Morgana. We'll see today. Ah, here we go. You're always dead, man. You always say you're dead, but you keep coming back every time. Apparently I'm top scorer, even though I got one wrong. Fucking fantastic. Maybe that's not a good thing, though, because everyone's going to be watching me now. We get 3 charm out of it, but again, we didn't need that for any reason, so... Okay, so what we got? No nothing. Yeah, that won't be good. Yeah, dead man walking, that's me. I need an SOS right now. Good question. Hasn't he kind of turtled up with the media? Okay. Yeah, let us know. Keep us in the loop, Makoto. Uh-oh. Okay, wait a minute, man. You tried this last week. It didn't work. You think it's gonna happen this week? Give it your best shot. Nope. He must be really frustrated that he's trying to take it out on his students with the chalk. As if I didn't have enough charm already. I'm probably over 100 at this point, considering how much excess charm I've gotten.
All right.
What a blowjob. I was gonna say blow hard, but blowjob just sort of came out. I'm starting to have problems with phrasing. I think I need to end the stream soon. Oh, hey, Akechi, what's up? Yeah, honey, I'm home. If Dudbun was here, I know he'd want me to say this.
You're back awfully late.
This actually literally does sound like a husband and wife conversation, though.
How was business?
Or, as the case might be, husband and husband.
Take a look around.
The only person we have in here is you and Jontron, so...
Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Yeah, Lucy, I'm home.
Lately.
Oh, really?
We had a difference of opinion.
Actually, I'll bet she's probably pretty busy with the special investigation and everything with her heading it up, so she probably doesn't have time to... Based on how much I know about Sai, she'd probably be like, I don't have time to babysit you. Go find something to do. So... Well, I know, Akechi is Bae, so that is true.
It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok.
I saw you making that sideways glance there, boss. Don't think I'm not looking at you. Oh, here we go again.
They've targeted only prominent figures. Our government leaders have been hesitant to act.
So here's the question, though, Saizo. Why didn't you recognize his voice from the megaphone that he's been blaring all over the neighborhood for a couple of weeks?
I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
He doesn't have any power yet, though, Jontron. He's not even in office yet, so... Yes, I've heard it before, but where? If only I could remember. It's pretty freaking obvious, like most of the things that they try to pull the wool over your eyes about in this game. It's if you don't know where you've seen Shido or heard Shido before, then I'm sorry. Yeah, where have I heard it?
The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
It's also exactly what the Phantom Thieves have been doing there, Mr. Politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals. Thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation.
And what are you gonna do about it?
We must resolve this problem. And I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
That doesn't sound very concrete. Ah, here we go. That's where I've heard him before.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? Creeping me out.
You could say I just had a petite mal seizure, but I mean... Yeah, you're standing too.
Standing here is my job.
I know.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth.
I could make a comment, but I won't.
Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Yeah, right. I seen you look at the TV.
Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
You say it like you know him and you know the Phantom Thieves pretty well, Akechi. Yeah, I heard it on the television the other day. It sounds like you were sort of defending them.
Maybe somewhat of a stretch to say I'm on their side. Having said that, I won't deny that I empathize with them on some level.
How so?
If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only changed the hearts of criminals,
Well, he was a criminal. Let's not beat around the bush about that.
then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
Yeah, I am boss. Boss art I. Are you a fanboy, Akechi? Oh, here's the loaded question.
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met.
You just love my dripping sarcasm, don't you, Akechi?
I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations.
I get that a lot. So for hanging out with Akechi and talking about justice and politics and all that good stuff and how the Phantom Thieves are involved in it, we get rank 4 of the Justice Confidant. Moving with this one a little slow, but don't worry, it'll pick up soon.
All right.
Trust me.
Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already.
Yeah, I'm actually on the committee this year.
Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer.
Oh, really? Well, that's news to me.
Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
Huh.
I'm happy I could see you.
Well, you gave me some good news tonight,
I'll
Akechi.
be
Thanks.
going now.
Later. I better tell everybody about that then. Probably, boss. Oh shit, my phone! Oh, I guess I don't have to tell him because Makoto just said it, so... Yeah, nice job. Oh, is it? Okay, so he'll be showing up on the 26th. Oh, okay, so I guess Yusuke will be able to come. Alright. I mean, I could probably get you into the school. Okay. Yeah, that sounds... Well, actually, that sounds bad because that could cause us some trouble if we're all walking around together because won't that invite suspicion? I don't know what I'd say here. I don't want to be a dick, so let's say that sounds good. Right, we gotta relax when we can. Yeah, I guess people have been pretty distant with her, you know what I mean, considering she's the daughter of the... was the daughter... Well, she still is the daughter of the CEO, technically, so... I mean, eventually she might inherit the CEO job, if we're being honest. I don't know if it's hereditary, though. So we're hanging out with everybody tomorrow at the school festival, so that sounds like a plan. Hifumi needs move assistance, which is cool with me. We'll go and take care of that, and Oya would like to know if we have new info, but we'll hang out with Oya later. So we're gonna go hang out with Hifumi on the day before the Culture Festival takes place, and then we're gonna try our best to both hide our identities from Akechi, but also use his intel to get more information on the police force and what they're gonna be up to. And we'll take care of all of that on the next episode of Persona 5, the Stream Edition. Moving right along today, and well, Thursday as well, but after that I've got a couple of days off because of my little family reunion. But we'll keep working on it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I will see all of you on the next one. Take care, and have a good night.